Make some money, apparently.
Videos where it's at, because then you can get people rewatching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Which, I mean, they have that on Twitch, but I think it only sticks around for like a week or something.
Do they pay you for VODs?
I don't know, honestly.
If they do, then you don't see anything.
Yeah, well, so I actually just yesterday I went ahead and just disabled my ads on Twitch because, dude, I don't get shit for ads. It's not worth it.
It's all from night subs.
Yeah, and MrMan. Anonymous gifter.
Anonymous gifter.
Anonymous
Gifter is way ahead, by the way. I want to say
Anonymous
that.
Gifter.
Knight was talking mad crap, but Anonymous Gifter's smoking his ass. Can I throw this away before we start this? So there's no crinklings?
Yeah, last time I had a bag of King Gummy worms. And, like, I wasn't even thinking about it. I forget that mic is, like, it is kind of sensitive on things that are right next to it.
Yeah, it was literally under the mic.
Yeah, like, clip it.
I'm listening to it to edit. I'm not watching. I'm like, what does that sound? Oh, it made me cringe whenever I heard it.
You were probably watching and then watched, like, me moving towards the bag. Just line up with the sound.
It was almost like ASMR because that was the closest thing to the mic. So it was also the highest quality sound in the entire
That crisp crinkle.
Yes, it was a crisp crinkle.
So what'd you guys talk about last... Wait, are we started?
Yeah.
You were talking about, like,
Is there
Siege
just
or
not a
something,
cord in the mic?
And then getting banned from school.
How does that
weren't you?
mic work?
It's plugged in.
Yeah, it's plugged in.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there's supposed to be one at the bottom.
Actually, I should have made sure that's actually the mic that's picking up right now, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. We're good.
Okay. So what's our plan? Are we doing podcast, then Liar's Bar? Or are we doing...
You know what Liar's Bar is, man?
No, I do not.
You don't? Okay, well, you're going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, does
We
it
did after the
involve
podcast. You'll find
alcohol?
video.
It can, but I don't have any shots.
Okay, because I have like a fucking drug test, and they're like, don't do fucking anything that you're not prescribed.
What?
Yeah, they're like, we don't even want to like see alcohol on the piss
That's
test.
crazy.
I know, I fucking hate it.
But I'm prescribed alcohol.
Well, unfortunately, my doctor doesn't work on weekends, so I can't be like, hey, write me a note for this shit. Just like a fucking handle of bourbon.
Dude, is having a personal doctor like that big of a life hack? You can just tell them, hey, I need this.
Oh, yeah.
Does it work like that?
Uh,
Or is it just your doctor?
Probably. It depends.
Yeah.
Some will just give you what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need one of those doctors.
I need the doctor that works in a camper.
Yeah. We love our street pharmacists.
So you make drugs that are blue?
Has a henchman named Jesse.
I don't know how much detail I can go into, but he may be bald.
Yeah, HIPAA. Can't give it up.
Yeah.
Exposed by doctor. I feel like we had something to talk about. What were we talking about on the way here? That was interesting.
You know what's crazy about that?
What?
I've blinked since then, so I really don't remember that much.
Damn.
I know Matthew has, but have you guys played Marvel Rivals yet?
I have not, but I've seen it, and honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like
I think
Overwatch.
it's so much fun.
Looks like Overwatch with a Marvel character.
It is.
Yeah.
It kind of seems dope. How much
And
is it?
Matthew is the
It's
best-
free.
It's free.
Free to play? Yeah.
Yeah. So why would you not get it?
I know.
Honestly, yeah.
Dude, Matthew is the best Groot player. He's so good with Groot.
I love trapping the other tanks and then just fucking DPSing them down with everybody.
Yeah.
Because they always just go through like narrow ass corridors, so I just put a vine thing up and they just can't do
You're
shit.
actually so good at that.
Oh God, I fucking love it. Like, I just randomly picked him. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck to pick, but everybody on Reddit's bitching that nobody plays tanks, so I'm just gonna pick fucking Groot. And I thought he was gonna be a meme, but he's like he's actually like a DPS with 850 health.
Yeah, he has more health than a lot of the other tanks.
Like, I'm out DPSing the DPS and blocking damage.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And you
Okay.
and I tried playing Groot. I can't do it like you, Matthew. I can't do it.
I don't know, bro. He just speaks to me. Like, he was beckoning me to pick him as in the character creator. I've only played him, and I have like 8-9 hours in that game.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's the only character I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
The only character.
Yeah, only.
Dude, and Knight, you guys know Knight from Among Us.
Yeah.
He is is his name actually just Jeff the Shark?
Yeah, literally just Jeff the Shark. He's
Yeah, I think
somebody's,
I've seen that
he's
guy.
somebody's pet. but I don't know whose pet it is.
He can like go on the ground and swim around, can't
Yeah, he can spit people out.
He swallows people, and if there's a cliff, he swallows them and jumps off the map, suicides, but kills everybody that he swallowed.
Yeah, and he can do that to his teammates and enemies.
Okay, that's not bad. And then I've seen that Doctor Strange can like make portals and shit too.
Oh yeah, and
that seems really cool.
You can send like ults through it and everything.
See, somebody did. Somebody did this the other day where we had I think Cheese was playing Hawkeye. And Doctor Strange set up a portal, but it was like, the first one was in our spawn, and the other one was way up in the sky looking down on the site. Or on the objective. So Cheese was literally just raining arrows from above the whole time. And they can't really do anything about it. Because they're like, what are you going to do, fight somebody who's in the sea?
I saw somebody made like an actual like Portal 2 trap to where it's just like an infinite loop to where you go down, you hit it, you go down, you hit it, and they did it over the objective, so the enemy team was just falling infinitely.
So how does that work? Is it like everybody can, or each team gets the same choice of characters?
Yeah.
So you can have a Doctor Strange versus a Doctor... Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, if the enemy team picks Groot, I bully them off of it. They don't last 30 seconds.
Yeah, literally the last time we played, he was like, I love playing Groot, and then they changed off of him immediately after fighting.
And then I was like, you're an L tank. Fucking Doctor Strange versus Groot.
See, I've been playing... I love playing Star-Lord because he has like the best movement. He is so fast.
Oh yeah, I was watching your VOD. You were like jumping up on top of like roofs and fucking everything.
Yeah. And it's like, so his main thing is he has, obviously his jetpack shoes, right? So I can literally just fly anywhere. But also one of his moves is he does like a somersault, it's like a somersault dash. So literally, like if you need to get out of somewhere or a tank's following you, just somersault over here, shoot him, somersault back. Fly away whenever you're low.
So is he like the Tracer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're that player.
What's that move to where you're like fucking like contorting and everything? You're like phasing in and out.
Oh yeah. So there's I don't know what the default control is. Mine's E, I believe. But literally, so he does this weird. Literally, his body's like, he looks like Dr. Doofenshmirtz whenever he finds the Fairly Odd Parents. And he's like glitching out everywhere, but he's shooting and he has aimbot while he does it. So literally, you just hit the button, you're like phasing out, and you don't miss anybody you're around. He just auto locks onto people.
That's
so trippy.
OP.
It is. And his ult is so good because, again, he basically has aimbot. He flies way up into the sky and he has aimbot, and it like doubles his damage or something. Because literally, he shoots like super fast, and then I just dump one mag and they're dead.
That with the Groot in prison?
Oh yeah.
Nobody survives.
No.
So what I'm hearing is we need a squad up with you two.
Yeah.
What is it? 4-person, 5-person team?
6
people.
6-person team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like OG Overwatch 1.
Yeah. Gumbo's pretty good at
and
it
there's like no like I don't know how competitive works because have you played competitive yet?
I haven't. Gumbo has.
Yeah, I don't know if they have like roles locked in, but in quick play you can just have like 6 DPS or 6 healers.
Yeah.
Like there's no like role lockout.
Damn. Who's a healer?
A Gombo.
My Gumbo.
No, I just mean like what?
Oh yeah, he
what
played
character
Adam,
would be a healer?
He's really good with it. Huh?
What character would be a healer?
So there's what's the Adam guy?
Adam Warlock.
Yeah, Adam Warlock.
It's Loki.
Mantis.
Loki, Mantis.
Oh, okay, that one makes sense.
There's some dancing girl. I don't know her name. She has like her ult's like a fucking disco ball.
Yeah, she literally dances, and it gives you. I guess it gives you such a good health healing that you literally are invincible according to Gombo. I don't know exactly.
I can't kill anybody with Groot when they're doing that.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, she just throws her disco and nobody dies.
She's literally, and she's like, she has like a skate animation while she's doing it, so she's just like running like
she's
skating.
really fast. Well, so like she moves normally at first, but like after you take like a few steps, then she goes into the skating animation where she's really fast and she can like jump far and high. What's her name? It's like Snow something.
God, yeah, I don't know her name. I just remember the disco ball, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm in trouble whenever she has it.
Panic at the disco.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Marvel to try to guess who that would be.
Yeah, honestly, it's a lot of characters that I didn't know existed in Marvel. Like half of them.
You could probably pull up the wiki and like look. We can
so
predict roles for them. Predict the characters.
Yeah.
So it's like like less known Marvel characters.
It's like every Marvel character under the sun, basically.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that.
Well,
It's
they're probably gonna add some.
Yeah, they're
like,
definitely going to. Right now, there's I think almost at 34 characters.
Yeah, that's like huge.
I feel like they had a great opportunity to do heroes versus villains, and then like you rotate.
That seems like it'd be a good like limited time mode at the very least.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if they've got enough characters, then.
So for tanks, there is Captain America, Doctor Strange, Groot, the Hulk, Magneto, Penny Parker, Thor, and Venom. Venom's somebody I've been playing recently, dude. I love
I've
Venom.
been watching your
Have
vlogs
you
too.
seen-
He has crazy mobility too. Did
Yeah,
you
he does.
I saw an Overwatch Pro. Somebody told him on his stream to turn off some setting.
It's like
And it
an
makes
a swing assist mode or something.
Yeah, it's like swing assist, and like if he turned it off, he's like, "There's no way it's gonna make that big of a difference." He turned it off, swings, and he's like, "Oh my fucking god, this
Okay,
changes
I'm gonna have to do
everything."
that.
Because it like corrects your aim when you're swinging, and if you turn it off, then you can just freely control what
Oh,
it
that would
does.
be so nice, because,
Yeah.
dude, sometimes I start swinging and literally, like, it throws me somewhere. But it doesn't always, sometimes it lets go of the web and sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes I'll literally just be spinning in circles around the site, and I'm moving so fast that I can't, because I also have this ability where I, like, ground pound whenever I'm in the air if I'm high enough above somebody. So, like, I'll literally just be spinning in the sky, but I'm moving so fast I can't aim my ground pound, so I can't hit people. So
Oh, that YouTube channel
Can't
is
aim
it's called
microphone.
Flats Overwatch.
Flats
It's a
Overwatch?
short that he said it. I'll try to find it after
Okay.
this.
Yeah, so that's the tanks. Oh, and they also have this cool thing where, like, certain characters, if one person is one character, another one is this character, they have team up abilities. So
Oh, you can combo.
yeah.
Hulk can throw Wolverine. I've seen
Yes,
that.
Yeah, Hulk can throw Wolverine.
Jeff can sit on Groot's back for damage reduction.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, so
The giant shark.
Yeah, so it's the healer sits on the tank's back and literally just heals him the whole time
Literally.
while doing damage.
That sounds like a damn.
Yeah, we had a Korean dude in our lobby, and he was just sitting on my back the entire time. I'm like, no pressure, no pressure. He's just judging my every move, you know?
And Rocket can also do that. and
Yeah,
stuff.
unfortunately, both of them cannot get on this.
One on each
But
shoulder.
in
Yeah.
the description, it acts like
Yeah,
they both
Gombo
can.
said that.
Yeah, because it's like, normally Rocket sits on Groot's shoulder. He's like, luckily Groot has another shoulder big enough for Jeff. So, like, it makes it sound like you can both ride him at the same time, but you
I
can't.
hope they patch that in. That'd be
That would-
crazy.
Yeah, because they're both healers, too.
Yeah, that'd be kind of useless,
be
but it'd be
insane.
fun just for the memes.
Yeah, it would.
It's like just to flex on people. Like if you're like steamrolling people in quick play.
Well, because if you're
Yeah,
getting
my
double the
homie's
heals, then you
riding
could
around on
just
Groot.
roll through everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a tank and he has insane DPS and everything.
Yeah.
And
So.
Rocket, honestly, for a healer, has pretty good DPS.
Yeah, he does. Really good mobility too, from what
Yeah.
I've seen. I've tried to fucking grapple vine him, and he just like nope. He zooms the fuck out of there.
Another problem is he's so small, he's hard to
I
hit.
know he's like a little. He's like the size of this Zen can.
Little raccoon running around, that'd be pretty annoying.
So
Like
yeah,
a
that's
rat.
the tanks. I didn't realize how much more DPS there are than any other role.
Oh, yeah.
So for DPS, there's Black Panther, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hela.
I don't know. Just go with whatever.
Helena.
Someone will correct
That's
us in the
HELA.
comments.
I don't know who the
HELA.
fuck that is.
Like,
Iron
Does she
Man.
have like a black crown?
It's kind of green. I
Yeah,
guess
it's like black with like green magic out of it, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's Thor's sister
oh, okay.
from Thor Ragnarok.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think she.
She's the goddess of death.
Yeah, she like circles around your team and like talks to him and shit. It's like trippy.
Iron Fist, who we call Liu Kang. I didn't know who Iron Fist was before, but he does kind of look like Liu Kang. Iron Man, Magic.
I've never seen somebody play magic before. At least I don't
Gombo
think.
played him one time to help Cheese with his Black Panther challenge, and he said, "I will never play this character again."
That bad?
And he said it was awful. Apparently, it's a melee character with terrible movement.
So just play Black Panther instead.
Yeah. Moon Knight, Namor.
I've never seen somebody play Namor either.
I've seen somebody play him one time, but I don't remember if he did well.
Man, everybody's playing like Star-Lord, Spider-Man, Punisher,
Yeah,
Iron Fist.
Punisher's pretty good. Psylocke, Scarlet Witch. Gombo really likes.
Oh yeah, Scarlet Witch fucked us up that one game on quick play. She was just dropping her ults like she goes invincible and then she just nukes everywhere near her, and she's
just invincible during it.
Yeah, she's invisible.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if she's invincible, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, she like well, I think she has like some red flecks around her, but like yeah, she went like 50, 60 kills against us that one quick play game, and all those were from just her team wiping us with nukes. I don't know how she was building ult that fast.
Because normally, like a really good game, you get a 20 kill, and she literally had like 50.
God, it was insane. She was hard carrying that team.
Oh yeah.
Is it a time limit or a point limit?
I think
I think they're all time limit, but no, it depends on the objective.
I don't regen ult whenever we're like in the waiting.
Are you talking about the match or the ultimate?
Like the match.
Okay, yeah.
Like does the match go until a time ends or until the objective is complete?
It depends. So,
either or.
In Overwatch there was the payload objective too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it transports and then you gotta.
Yeah. So that one's time. And then there's another one where you have to hold the objective and it builds up slowly.
So it's Overwatch.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
we should play it because I liked Overwatch.
Yeah, I know you liked Overwatch. I don't know. Overwatch was alright, but like I couldn't really get into it.
Honestly, I didn't get into Overwatch either, but this game to me is so much more fun.
I played Overwatch 1 for like the first 2 weeks of launch because a friend bought it for me, and then I was like, this is cool and all, but like, I'm gonna just go back to other games.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Overwatch really didn't have a lot of mobility, which for me was really annoying because then if you were running somewhere, it just felt slow and clunky. But
there's not a lot of character options either, because like
no, not really.
Overwatch currently has as many characters as Marvel Rivals does at drop.
Yeah, and Overwatch has been out for years.
Oh yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
And a lot of the Overwatch characters kind of just suck.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like I was visiting we went on vacation and rented an Airbnb in Kentucky, so we wanted to visit all the breweries.
Mm-hmm.
And like he was trying to fucking get me into Overwatch. It's like, oh, this is so cool. Look at all these cool animations. Look at all these bright colors. And like, first of all, I'm not autistic. And second of all, I'm like, I don't care how good the animations are on YouTube. Like, the gameplay and community fucking sucks for that game.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weeaboos in there and weird people.
I don't even have like fun winning in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Only game to where I can like completely steamroll people. I'm like, fuck this game.
Yeah, honestly, I'm starting to get that way with Siege. It's like, even whenever I'm winning, I don't always have fun in that game. I'm just like, okay, I didn't get pissed off this match.
You hit champs and now you're like, fuck. You're like the 1% player that's like that has like 6,000 hours in the game and like leaves a negative Steam review but keeps playing it.
This game sucks, don't ever play it.
8,000 hours played.
Sony Slime playing Rainbow Six Siege.
The more hours you play, the more you're gonna hate this game, but you can't resist it.
Yeah, that's like every multiplayer game too. Especially like LOL. Like I just hear my friends who just have been playing it since like 6th grade. They're like, play it. But then I watch them like streaming on Discord, and they're like over here fucking calling people every racial slur under the sun in get chat.
So lately, Siege. So in the new update, Siege enrolled this. Reputation. Well, they already had a reputation thing in there, but it really didn't work that well. But now it works the way it's supposed to. So literally, just every single round, it doesn't matter what happened. I just spam chat. I'm like, nice shot, well played. I hope you guys win.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, like if you even say that, like I tried to say PP once.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh, you
like,
better calm down, mister.
Chat.
Yeah, we're monitoring you. You're gonna lower your rep. And then this other dude had like the N word as like like with like a 1 or something and like a KN.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, so this is allowed though. Okay. See how it is, Blizzard.
Was that the guy you literally typed his exact chat? I think I got that on the stream because you typed his exact chat in. And sent it back, and it said on the bottom, it said flagged for offensive message.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah, one of my friends, Horizon, actually sent me a picture. This guy's name was literally the hard R. He's like, I don't know how he even got his name to be this, but it was like it wasn't numbers or anything. It literally was just the hard R.
His dad works at Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Man, I miss year 1 to where you could just. Nothing was filtered. Yep. Frost Super 90 was just so fucking dumb.
Yep,
you could place it in just the middle of the floor. People would just walk straight into it. Valve cams, they would just be staring at it, and you could just tag them. And that was whenever. Yeah, and that was whenever like just scanning people only gave you points.
Mhm.
So like I would just keep scanning the entire fucking
MVP
team.
from scanning.
Yeah, that's like literally why I'm like almost ranked 200 just solely from Valk scans and drone scans from
Dude.
year one.
Whenever that game came out, like the first year of operators, they did not know how to balance them. So like,
Blackbeard year one, bro.
yeah. So like,
Blackbeard's annoying now.
He was even worse.
Yeah, because he literally had a face shield with 1,000 health.
Yeah, you
Like
just.
you weren't shooting him in the head.
But right now his shield's just indestructible, isn't it?
Yeah, but he could like
But-
shoot. He could put it on it and then head glitch, and then you couldn't kill him.
Yeah, if he's on a window, like you literally can't kill him.
Oh,
But now,
okay.
at least they literally just made him a shield operator with an assault rifle. Like,
And he can shoot the assault rifle with the
Yeah,
shield.
he's swole
Yeah.
as fuck.
I mean, yeah, his head's open, but the rest of his body's
yeah,
covered.
he's literally a shield operator with an assault rifle.
It's
I love,
annoying.
I love it.
Hate
They're just
That also has the Rimadash ability from Oryx.
wait. He has that.
They,
now?
I think they patched that. Because,
Blackbeard can literally just run through walls.
yeah, he can run through castles.
Does it damage him like Oryx?
No,
Nope.
he has a shield.
What the fuck? They really want people to play Blackbeard. Damn.
I think
Yeah.
they patched it though to where like if Oryx runs into Blackbeard, Oryx takes priority.
Yeah,
Like, if
I
they
mean,
run
that's,
into
that's
each
what
other.
it normally is with shields.
Apparently it was glitched to where Blackbeard was just taking priority over everything. Like even other
Realistically,
shield
that does make sense because he's running into him with a shield versus this
Yeah,
guy.
I mean, if he can-
body.
if
Yeah,
he
but
can
this
hold up
guy's
a riot
6'8"
shield-
or something.
Yeah, we looked at
Yeah,
looked at
Oryx
it,
is-
yeah.
He's like
a
6'8",
motherfucker.
300 pounds or something.
Yeah.
He's a big boy, but
Yeah.
somehow he gets damaged when he fucking smashes
through
through
the wall.
flywall.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? I mean,
Well, it's not the drywall. At that size, he's going through the studs, too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
see, there's
That's what's
no
hitting
way
him.
Blackbeard would be able to run through Oryx. Blackbeard's 185.
Yeah, Oryx is literally 2 Blackbeards.
the fucking,
and he's
And he's
on the
only
shield.
5'11". Like he's average height guy. Like he's
Yeah.
he's like a marine.
I still can't believe he's like over here one-handing a scar with a riot shield
Yeah,
in
see,
the
that's
other
what-
hand.
that's
That's
bro.
what gets me is like, how are you gonna have a metal fold-up shield? Like it folds up when you're on walls and stuff. That has built-in bulletproof glass on the top of it, and you can just one-hand a scar with that. Like,
Yeah.
He's not like
there's
TRT.
not a lot of people in the world who can just one-hand a scar like that with
No.
that accuracy.
And with that recoil too, it's like 7.62, isn't it? Or no,
Is
is it
his-
I think it's a
5.56?
fi- I think it's a 5.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
is
it's a
his
mirror.
the
It
mid-size
is a
scar or the heavy?
I think it's the mid-size.
Mid-size.
Yeah, then it's five.
Okay,
It's supposed to be 5.56. Still, to
That's
just
impressive.
hold that thing, he's like, dun 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 dun.
And
There's
that's,
no
that's his
recoil.
less powerful gun also, by the way. He has
Yeah.
an SR-25. It's
And
literally...
then a fucking deagle too.
Yeah. No, that actually, he does have a secondary engine.
Yeah, they took away his
Oh.
deagle.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Is the Deagle good?
If you
Uh,
can
was
hit
it?
your shots,
It's
One of
alright.
those.
if you miss like the second shot, you're cooked.
I would say it's mid... Well, it's probably like B tier.
I feel like just since Siege is like a headshot game, you're better off just taking like a high RPM like
Yeah.
pistol
Oh, yeah.
and then
Oh,
just
yeah.
fucking
SMG,
spraying.
SMG.
Is there any guns that a one-shot regularly? Like a body shot?
Boss G, Galley Sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slug.
If you're talking about like assault rifles, I play Nomad. Her like ARX, I think it's called, is like I can't control the recoil for shit, but I just need to hit them in like the thigh twice and they're down.
Yeah. Are you talking about the one with the 20-round mag or the 40-round mag?
The 20 round one, like
Okay,
the
yeah,
not
yeah.
the like AKM or whatever
Mhm.
it's called, like the ARX, the one
Yeah.
that just fucking you shoot it once and you're looking at the sky.
I've been having that problem with the Vector because I got
The Vector
Mira.
does have a lot of recoil.
As soon as I shoot, it just
yeah.
fires up.
Yeah, that's
what
what
barrel do you use on her? Do you know?
Flash hider.
Flash
hider,
That's
vertical
the best
grip.
one you could for.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
set up his mirror, his vector correctly.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things I was told is to reduce recoil. That's what. Well, for
I use the long barrel, but
Mine's a
Built
meme
different.
gun. Like,
It's champ level plays.
mine's just a meme gun. It's got a suppressor on it.
no, dude. Honestly, I think suppressor is the worst attachment in the game.
yeah, but then it makes your gunshot quieter, so people can't hear you.
They can
They
still hear
usually
it.
know
No.
where you're at.
Well,
no,
I mean,
but
if
there's
you're
a
playing
suppressor
range,
gun.
you're
loud.
gonna get
It's
comms,
silent.
too.
They can't hear you.
It also means
really
they can't. You're also put on an invisibility cloak whenever you shoot it, so they don't see you either.
Exactly, because the
Yeah.
gunshots are quiet.
You gotta hide from the
It's
mini
a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And then you put the iron sights on, so if they hit you with an EMP, it doesn't mess up your scope.
Exactly.
It's a pretty smart play.
He's
Yeah,
actually
it's-
the next champ.
It's
Oh, yeah,
it's
I believe it.
He's gonna be a plat
Mr.
champ.
Man, the man.
You're going to be a platinum champion.
A platinum champion.
Oh, okay. Did they just add
You're going to ascend the ranks.
Oh, is that they just had that right?
Yeah, you're
Like,
next. You're literally next level.
Okay. So I'm like the number -1 best Siege player in the world. Is what I'm hearing. Because it's better than 1. You don't want to be the 10th best.
You're
Siege
like
player.
they changed the rankings to where instead of number 1 being the best, number 200,000 is the best because that's the best.
I don't
one,
think
right?
I'm 200,000.
But
That's a pretty good number.
although there's only 200,000 players, you're ranked 300,000.
Yeah, exactly. I'll think about my whole own bracket. Of
Yeah,
rank.
yeah. You have your own bracket. You're in your own league.
I'm in like
You're in the
plastic
special
league.
Especially paper league.
I'm not even in a league yet. I haven't
Yeah.
got to ranked.
He's just still stuck in the dirt.
Oh god.
I'm trying to
You're
decide
like
if I'm much.
right there. Though.
I'm still deciding if I want to keep playing Siege though, because Nick, you brought up a good point. Sometimes, like, even if I win, it's just not that fun.
No.
I don't know.
It's-
I feel like a lot of the fun that you can have in Siege solely depends on like if you have a good group of people.
Yeah.
Because a 5-stack
Let's be
with
honest. Almost any player versus player game is like that, though.
Yeah.
If
You
one
gotta
team
have a
whenever
good-
you have a
yeah.
squad.
if you've got a 5-stack of just like your good friends or people that you can just communicate easily with, then Siege becomes a lot of fun.
And with rank too, you have that dopamine hit of like ranking up or like
Yeah.
that, or
Yeah.
you're like fucking like pissed off if you derank, but then the next game you're coming back, and you have those ups and downs. Whereas quick play, it's kind of just flat. It's like everybody plays like they're 2 years old.
Yep.
That's what I'm debating if I want to play Siege before I start ranked. Because
Yeah.
if I don't feel like I want to keep going with it, I don't want to start ranked because then I'm gonna get into that mindset.
Honestly, I don't enjoy playing against good players in Siege. Well, actually, I don't enjoy playing against bad players either because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But literally, my KD. So right now, because the season just started, I'm stuck in gold lobbies, and my KD's like a 0.9. Last season, I was a champ with a 1.3 KD. I literally can't play against bad players. It's just it doesn't work for me.
None of the strategies work because you're like, surely they're gonna come around this corner. And
Yeah,
they're
it's
like,
because literally, although
Blows through a wall.
champ players are more predictable, but they're just way better at the game.
you know what they're doing, but you can't stop them.
Mechanically.
Yeah, gold's just
Yeah.
You don't know where
It's
they're
like
at or what they're doing.
playing Counter Strike against like fucking silver players. Like you just don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like it's not a game of like tactics at that point.
Mhm.
It's just fucking spastic everything.
Yeah, and they all aim at your crotch, and eventually the recoil puts it on your head.
Of course, or since they aim at your crotch, sometimes whenever you're trying to crouch, like they're already aiming at your head level if
Yeah.
you're crouched.
It's like again in champ lobbies, a lot of people don't even crouch because the movement's just slower, so they'd rather stand up, and that's why I always crouch. But in gold lobbies, that doesn't work anymore.
See, the best part is that's what I do. Is I try to aim for down, and you've gotten on to me about it. I try to aim at that level, so if they crouch walk, I can either hit them in the head or I can hit them in the body, and the recoil will take it up to their head.
Yeah. See,
But if you're shooting somebody in the body and they come around aimed at your head, like
Well, yeah, but then I'm
realistically,
dead
if they hit a
anyways.
shot, you're not. But if you were
but
aiming
then
at their
again,
head,
he's playing in lower lobbies than me.
That
I'm
is true,
coaching
yeah.
as if he's playing against better players.
yeah, that is true. There's
But
a lot
I
of
also feel-
unpredictability in Copper, and so if you do play ranked, I'll give you that warning that like Copper League, once the season is like a month in, Copper League is the worst nightmare to try to get out of because it is just so many stupid people. Unless you have a 5-stack, your random is going to screw you 99% of the time.
Or it's people who are smurfing and they don't belong in copper, but they like playing against coppers.
I hate. Okay, you did it the other day, and I don't care who it is if it's on our team or not. I hate being in standard and somebody goes like 10-0,
yeah, I went
8-0.
10-0 in a standard.
Why?
Just because it's like get out of here. Don't be playing standard, okay?
I'm playing with
Because
you.
everyone I know. But it's like literally give us a chance. We're trying to play it because I go in there and I go like 2-0, but I don't see anybody.
Yeah.
Like I barely see one guy get some shots on and somebody else kills him, and I just got lucky with it. And I don't see anybody. The other teams gets like 2-3 kills total. I'm like, guys, this is not.
In my
This
defense,
sucks.
2 out of the 3 rounds that I was the one who got the majority of the kills for the rounds that I was the last person alive.
Yeah, that was like whenever we were doing that. You were calling that I was gonna ace it, and then like I turned the corner, just line up a headshot, turn the corner, line up another headshot, turn a corner, there's smoke, line up another headshot, and then I missed the final headshot. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like all those meant nothing now.
It literally, I got the ace, but I choked what really mattered.
Yeah.
Oof.
We played. It was Stadium 2020, me and Sean and James were playing. Yeah, so that map is just like an absolute hellhole. So like, unless you know the map,
which you shouldn't in the first place.
yeah, essentially. Unless you know that, you have no idea where anything is. You can't find the stairs. So by the time you get upstairs, you have like a minute left.
Yeah.
It's just as much of a clusterfuck as like that Tokyo map.
Oh, the skyscraper?
Yeah, God, I remember I played Cab just because it was so confusing.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, it was like Labs before Labs was a thing. It's like, I would just sit there and wait to hear a bunch of confused footsteps, like, going room to room, and then I'd know who was alone.
Mm-hmm.
Just instant interrogation.
Yeah, that's also one of the only maps that I play Cab on.
You literally. I was a Cab main for the longest time when that season released. Was it Habana and Echo?
Skyscraper, yeah.
Yeah. That was definitely the map that I was like maining Cav on.
Yeah.
Cav sucks.
I found a really huge enjoyment out of playing Azami lately.
Azami's really good.
Those Kiba barriers are so fun. You can do so much with those things.
Yeah, and I mean you can literally make one-way angles with them, so you can't lose a gunfight if they can't see you and you see them.
Yep. And the ACS-12 in itself, like even if you didn't have the Kiba barriers, the ACS-12 is just so ungodly ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, oh hey look, there's that guy all the way over there at the pool on Coastline.
Yeah, we shoot him with a shotgun.
That's Maestro's shotgun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same one.
It's like the AA-12, right?
Yeah, but for some reason it shoots 75
It's a slug.
Yeah.
They just might as well make it fully auto too.
Yeah, I mean
it essentially is.
Basically
You
just
can
shoots
literally
real slow.
just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it shoots kind of fast for a shotgun.
For a shotgun,
Dun,
it
dun,
does
dun,
shoot
dun,
fast, but comparing it to all weapons across Siege, it's slower.
Yeah. I suppose it's also hard to cycle a shotgun that fast. I mean,
Well, I mean, you have
You're
a
talking-
Navy SEAL over here freaking one-handing a riot shield and Scar. So-
Dude, there was at one point where Buck's DMR didn't have a fire rate cap, and at that time macros, you didn't get banned for having macros. So literally Buck's 70 damage DMR, you could literally full auto.
You could just put on an auto clicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you can make a script to just like pull down too.
Are auto clickers illegal?
Now they are.
Yeah. Damn.
They didn't used to be.
I've got one and I keep trying to find a game where I can actually use it.
That's whenever I was a Blitz main.
It's like the modded controllers on like Call of Duty on Xbox.
Must have known.
Yeah, and now they... Dude, I can't even... I found out the other day I can't put my Twitch handle in the Siege chat. It flags.
What?
Yeah, it removes it.
Flags Sunny Slime?
No, it flags me putting twitch.tv/.
Oh, they don't want you advertising.
Yeah,
in
they
game.
don't want me to advertise in game.
Have you tried TTV?
I didn't. Honestly, I just did it that one time. I was like, oh, this is fucking
So
shit.
it's much less noticeable.
change your handle to TTV/SunnySlime.
Yeah, that's how you get people.
Oh, no, I was just putting it in chat. I didn't try to change my name.
No, that's what he's saying.
No,
change
you
your name.
change
to
your
it.
name.
No. The reason you don't change your name is because then people pull up your stream mid-game and stream snipe you.
Yeah.
That's why you only
Fair
drop it
enough.
in chat at the end of the match.
Fair enough.
You don't want
Yeah,
people to
but if
stream
you're
snipe
advertising,
you don't want people to stream snipe you. It is not fun.
just put a delay in your stream then.
Well, I have to do that. Well, the stream's already started, so I would have to do that at later. And who wants to watch a stream that's 3 minutes behind? You can't have a conversation like that.
Yeah, but you can set it for a minute, and that's a fairly big difference.
That's still a minute can give you a lot of information on Siege.
That is true.
That is true.
And Among Us too.
And yeah,
Yeah.
This is like 5 seconds could change
Yeah, you
everything.
get like a 10-minute delay on Among Us, basically.
yeah.
I was gonna ask you, Mr. Keysmash.
Yes.
What's your rating for best crewmate and best imposter? Like top 3, and you can include yourself in this.
Oh, I'm not either.
I'm curious.
Especially after that snitch play yesterday.
I was gonna say honestly.
Gombo DM'd me. He was so fucking mad.
It was literally Gumbo was like on the snitch, and him and Keysmash were on top of each other, and I just sliced Gumbo, and I was like, it was Keysmash.
Yeah, then Brandon was like, "What's your defense, Keysmash?" And I'm like, "Fuck, I don't have one."
He just didn't say anything.
I was like, I was following Gombo. And that was.
I feel like you're not a bad imposter. I feel like there's a lot of times where I just don't ever expect it to be you.
I feel like I'm better if there's like a lot of people in the game because like I got imposter like 2-3 times last game. I got like 1 kill and got voted out, and then the final game I killed on cams, and I didn't even know there were cams on that map. And I'm like, oh fuck.
He literally told Cheesy, he's like, Cheese is like, what role are you? He said, I'm the glitch. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like, please don't kill me. I'm like, nah, I won't kill you, Cheese. I'll save you for last.
Dude, I run into this problem where literally almost every single time I was imposter last night, some role just kills me right off the rip. Like fucking Shadow, we added this Necromancer role, and basically you're a neutral killer, but if another killer tries to kill you, it shields you, teleports you to a random vent, and you have 30 seconds to kill the person that killed you or you die.
Oh.
Yeah. Which one is that?
It's Necromancer. This was the first time.
I was gonna say, I don't.
And you can you can also like attempt to kill people, I think, before that person tries to kill you. But if you shoot wrong, you die. So it's like a neutral sheriff. Oh, kill normally?
Yeah. You kill normally in addition to that.
So it's just like a normal sheriff with that extra mechanic, then.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, in terms of the crewmates, oh man, it's hard.
We're not gonna get offended if you leave us out.
Yeah.
And I would need like a pull up of all the
especially
people that
recently.
I'm
probably towards the bottom most of the time. I mean, being an
I want to say
sometimes.
Gamba was
Like,
definitely in the top
on?
3 for both, just because he's pulled some crazy tactics on me whenever he's imposter.
Yeah.
So I'd say Gombo, just like I'll leave him at 1 and I'll go from there for crewmate and imposter.
Okay.
And then you're pretty good as imposter when you get it. It hasn't been very nice to you lately.
My issue is there's always some role that just kills me right off rip.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm in Knight, literally somehow it's every single time I'm the imposter. He's also the sheriff, and he's like, "What's your favorite color?" And I'm like, "Magenta," and he kills me. And he's like, "That's the wrong answer. The answer was red." Okay. It happened the same day. He's like, "Hey Sonny, what's your favorite color?" I was like, "It's red." And he's like, "Nope, shot me. I'm dead again." I'm like, what's going on?
Next time,
I got you
that
later
just
on.
kill him.
Was that the night you got
sheriff's
mad?
cooldown's quicker.
Oh.
The sheriff has a
Fair enough.
15-second cooldown. The imposter has a 20-second.
Was that the night you got really mad?
Wait, are you talking about the one I outed Lux on? There's
Mm.
one night I
No,
outed Lux because literally every single round he killed me at the very start.
I remember that
I
one.
just started blowing up the text thread. I was like, vote him out. I'm tired of this.
No, there
I meant
was
the one the other
where-
night where you started yelling at everybody.
Yeah, like
I do that anyway.
and then you
Good
walked
content.
away.
I don't know if like you broke your crew link or what, but like you were dead and muted in the Discord, and I was still hearing you.
We heard you.
scream.
I might have been
Oh, it's
through
because
Cheese.
Cheese is in the room, and
Oh, might have
he
been
can
through
hear me through
Cheese.
his mic.
Because we just heard you fucking screaming, dude.
Oh yeah, Mom came in later. She's like, "Is that
Was that
really
necessary?"
And I was like, "Yeah,
Yes.
it is." It's like, "Mom, this is content."
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, you should have showed her. Made you like $100. Like what,
I mean,
last week?
In the last 2 weeks, I'm at 160. So.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Not even an anonymous gifter.
I wonder who that is.
Well,
You made a
Mr.
little bit from advertisements too, didn't you? Or did you just not make like
I
anything?
made $3.
Oh.
Let's go. You can buy like a
Hey
Snickers
man,
bar.
if you do that for like another year, that would add up to like
$20.
essentially, yeah, like $20.
I got $3 in 2 weeks, so times
you also-
50. I guess that'd be $150.
I mean, yeah, that's $150 a room. That's a set of tires.
I don't think that's worth the amount of viewers I would lose just because I have ads.
I don't know. I don't.
So I disabled my ads.
Fair enough.
Absolutely.
I would rather have a new viewer that might stick around versus making 5 cents off somebody.
Yeah, it's true. Oh,
We
wait,
need a lot more people.
dude, who's God, is it like Preston or Pretz? Like who's
Yeah.
that? I think he's a pretty good
Oh
imposter.
wait,
for
oh
me.
maybe. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of someone else.
I don't know if I know.
I forgot his name. He didn't play with us last time, but
He didn't play with us last time, like last night.
yeah, he didn't play with us last night.
I'm trying to think who normally plays that didn't play last night. Mello.
He has
Those
his.
two.
He has this. Like he has like a selfie as his. He has his selfie as like his profile picture.
Randy?
No.
No, not Randy. No, Randy hasn't played with us.
Lucky has us.
Let me see if I can find
Is
him
it
in the
Lucky?
Discord.
It might be Lucky.
No,
Lucky's
it's
got-
not. It's not Lucky. It's like Mr. Pretz or something.
I have no
He was.
idea.
He was. I think he was in your stream talking about Marvel Rivals, being like, "I'm not home yet, but if I get home, I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
play
that
with
is
you."
Preston, but Preston hasn't played Among Us with us.
He hasn't played with us yet.
No, he hasn't.
Who am I thinking about then? Let me try to find it in the roles.
Are you sure Preston hasn't played with us?
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing him.
He literally just joined the Discord like a few days ago. I played Rocket League with him that day, and I don't think
Pierce Man.
Oh,
Pierce
Pierce
Man.
Okay,
Pierce
okay.
Man. I
Pierce
think
Man is good.
yeah.
Pierceman's pretty good.
Part of it's because he's quiet, but
I feel like he's done a lot of stupid plays though. Like there's been a lot of times early on where everybody just kind of knows it's Pierceman.
yeah.
And it's like, okay.
I think, and a lot of the times it just comes down to, okay, we were all together, they were
Yeah.
together, you're the only option.
Because that's just it. Is he likes to, especially with proximity chat.
Proximity chat does make it more difficult for the imposter. Right?
Yeah.
Did-
It does.
I talked to you about doing just like a regular Among Us game. Like where we
Yeah.
went back to Discord just to... Because it gets a little crazy, especially with the sheriff. The
Dude,
sheriff is
The
annoying.
problem is dude, I get so many complaints about, can you add more crewmate roles? I don't want to be a crewmate.
The problem is if there is roles, people get mad when they
Yeah.
don't have one.
Yeah.
If there's just no roles, then less complaining.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
It was
And
just fun.
there's an option on CrewLink so we can still use it because it I think it's annoying to tab out and go to Discord after everything.
That is.
So there's an option I can set on CrewLink to where we can only talk during meetings.
And then when you're dead,
When you're dead, you just don't talk. I think I can make it so ghosts can talk to each other.
because that would be cool too.
Yeah.
And that's annoying that when you're dead, you just can't do anything.
I enjoy
You're just
commentating
sitting
the
there.
game with other ghosts.
Yep, following people around.
Like, who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, he's going a lot. Gombo's about to kill him.
Oh, he's
Gombo's
about to
kill
win.
him. You better run.
Dude, last night Gombo texted me mad and he's like, dude, this is the 5th time you killed me tonight. I was like, I'm not. What are you talking about? I'm not even an imposter. He's like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's like you had shapeshifter and ninja. Those were the only two,
Yeah.
and like people like to shapeshift into you.
Into me and Gombo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gone.
I only shapeshift into Gombo because Gombo gets mad about it.
Yeah.
See, that's the only reason anyone does it.
Yep.
It's fun. Live
And
combo
also,
reactions.
also, if you're an imposter, you want Gombo out too. So
Yeah.
That's another reason.
We need to have like a Discord sticker to where it's like a live combo reaction with his Among Us character.
I've been trying to get a sound. I need to get a soundboard of Gombo's voice so I can be
Oh.
shapeshifter and pretend to be Gombo.
You need to like just.
Oh, yeah.
My soundboard doesn't work though. I've been trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I noticed you haven't been using it lately.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
your
everyone
Trump
complains
thing
about the
is
voice
so good.
changers because most of them are really bad.
Yeah, half of them you can't understand.
Yeah. And the soundboard doesn't work, and I'm not smart enough to figure out how, but I want to. Because supposedly you can make your own sounds and everything, and you can
okay.
record and do all
That'd be
that.
sick.
So I need to figure it out.
You
Then I get a soundboard of everybody, all my friends.
Oh.
Oh man. Okay.
You could throw people off in crew meetings with that. 'Cause
Yeah.
nobody's checking like the crew link at the right. Everybody's like, "Who's talking? Is this Nate?" It's like,
Well-
bro, you could see them light up.
That's
Well,
the other
sometimes
problem.
that doesn't work though.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah.
people's doesn't line
Yeah, I
up.
was gonna say mine usually doesn't even light up anymore. I don't know why, but
Well, even not on CrewLink, but CrewLink makes them light up on Among Us too. It'll light up around your
yeah, like during
player
the
cards
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mine never lights up.
Oh.
And at nights doesn't light up for me most of the time either.
Nights almost always lights up for me. He was running away because we were camouflaged, and he killed and started running, and I was like, who was it? Who was it? And I could hear him breathing, and I could see his fucking thing lighting up.
Bro, I love it when you can hear people in the vents like Shadow.
Dude, I
Shadow
caught
last
Shadow-
night.
I
was
caught
just,
Shadow last night. He's like, guys, I'm going AFK. I'm gonna hit a dab. Well, we're on Polis, and I go to fill up my gas can. I literally hear him coughing in the vent. Like Shadow, I can hear you.
Yeah, we I think it was you who was like, we were on that map, right? And you're like, come here in this vent real quick and tell me if you can hear me.
I think so. Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
trying to test that out.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool because I wanted to be in the vent and then use my creepy doll voice changer.
Bro,
But that's the one that like nobody can understand.
I really want to be the imposter, hide in that like bathroom vent, play like some bass boosted diarrhea sound, and then wait for somebody to come up and then sneak up behind him and kill him. Be like, what the fuck? What just happened?
This is gonna make me want to play Among Us. I would have played last night, but I didn't want to do proximity chat on my phone.
Well, I
And
mean,
I was at Peter's house.
I mean, if Shadow's anything to go by, it's very buggy.
It's and then he
Yeah.
crashes a lot too.
well, that's on his. He plays on his Xbox. That's what's crashing.
Bruh. Oh yeah, I keep saying that he gets like error coded on his Xbox too, or whatever.
I wonder if it just doesn't like the modded lobby.
Yeah, that's
That might be it.
He needs to mod his Xbox then.
Jailbreak it.
Yeah.
Because there's also two versions of CrewLink you can use on your phone. There's the website and there's an app. So I don't
Does the
know if
app
one
work
works
better?
better than
Oh.
I don't know if one works better than the other.
I suppose you don't use them, huh?
No, I haven't downloaded it on my phone just because that way I know how it works so I can walk people through it, but I haven't actually used it.
You're such a dad of the group. Like, okay, now this is how you install the mod.
Well, listen, working customer service at a tobacco place.
Oh
This
my
online
God.
tobacco store, because it's all old people that don't know how to use computers. So yeah, you got to get good at explaining things slow for people.
Treat everybody like they're a little kid without making it sound like you're treating them like a little
Yeah,
kid.
exactly.
Okay, Gumbo, don't get mad. Deep breaths.
No, Gamba, I do treat like a kid sometimes, just because he gets more mad about it.
Let's take
Gamba's-
another shot. It'll be alright.
Yeah. Chug another twisted tea.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's a twee drinker?
He's a
Yeah.
tweet drinker.
I think that shit is big on
Yeah.
UT.
It's so easy to drink. That's the big
It
thing.
is, yeah.
There's no carbonation. It tastes like sugar.
Literally.
So
Especially the
I
like
think it just tastes
raspberry
like tea
one.
to me.
Holy fuck.
some of them do. The pineapple and the peach. It
Yeah, the
tastes
peach
a lot
like
sugar.
the peach has a rough aftertaste for me.
Yeah.
So we
I'll
were
stick to
playing.
my Michelobes.
We were playing a drinking game. I've been rewatching Pokemon Indigo League, and we were playing a drinking game last night, and like we killed the first T at like halfway through the second episode. It was like the tall boys.
Mm-hmm.
We killed that, and like after that, I was like, no, there's no way I can drink liquor right now. It's gonna make me sick.
To be fair, that was a tall boy within 30 minutes. So that's really not that quick.
Yeah, I know, but like
That was
just
all
like
it took.
it was just
I'm sick of
constantly
the
drinking
tweets.
because one of the rules was a Pokemon over number 75
Oh, no.
appears. You have to drink, and it was the episode where there's Ghastly, Gengar, and Haunter, and they just keep reappearing, and so it's just like you're just like, chug, 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 and then you set it down 30 seconds later.
Dude, oh man, the first time I played Marvel Rivals, I had such a rough time because, dude, I was so drunk.
Yeah, I saw that on the stream.
Yeah, you were like my head spinning near the end of it. I think I messed up.
Dude, it's because, so mom had this work party, right? And she's like, do you want to go to this work party? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, well, if nothing else, you'll get to see a lot of drunk people make a fool of themselves. I was like, okay, I'll go. So I pre-gamed, I downed a Michelob really fast right before we left. And then we got there, and I actually saw one of my buddies I went to high school with, so I talked to him for a while, and I told him, I was like, I kind of want a mixed drink, but like, I don't order mixed drinks, I don't know what to get. He's like, well, do you want to get really drunk? And I was like, yeah, why not? So he's like, get this, it's called a blue motorcycle, I guess.
Ooh.
And, he said, basically everywhere has them, but they have different names, but he said blue's always in the name. He said it's like 5 different alcohols mixed together, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get it. So I drank that, and honestly, at that time, I didn't feel as much as I should have, but like, whenever I drink a certain mixed drinks like really fast, it upsets my stomach, like I'm gonna puke even if I don't feel like, drunk or anything. So I was like, man, I gotta, because I also just didn't want to hold the thing, so I was drinking it fast. And I drank that, and then we played this stupid fucking first I got another Michelob.
Ooh, mixing beer and liquor.
I got a, what do they call it? Like a pitcher, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the big pitchers.
It wasn't like huge, but
Just like a pint?
it was like a mug. Yeah, it was a pint, I guess. And I had one of those, and then they had this stupid fucking hot dog game at the party. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll play it.
What was the hot dog game?
So they have a plastic cup on the floor with a toilet paper roll in it. You get a hot dog on a string, tie it on your waist, and you have to drop the hot dog in the toilet paper
So it's just
roll.
like cornhole with a hot dog.
Yeah.
Wait, is it
Can
just
we
like
play
a
that
whole
on
ass
podcast?
raw hot dog?
Yeah, we were
It's
raw
just a
dogging.
fucking
We were
raw
raw
dog.
dogging.
You guys were all raw dogging this.
Oh man, it was so cringy. And then
Oh my
I
God.
played that, and then I got back and finished my Michelob. And then my friend was like, "Hey, do you want to take a shot?" And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So he's like, "What do you like?" And I was like, "Anything but Jaeger." He's like, "You like tequila?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're at a Mexican restaurant. We have tequila." So I took a shot. And then we got back, and dude, I think I drank 3 or 4 beers whenever I got back. Because literally, Gumbo. I
Kept saying one more.
I kept saying, I was like, guys, if this happens, I'm gonna crack another one. And Gumbo's like, dude, you just cracked one. I'm like, yeah, but it's gone.
Oh man, what do you think your blood alcohol level was at the end of the day?
Hi.
Hi.
I'd love to get one of those pocket breathalyzers. For when you start drinking a lot, just to know what my number is.
I don't know, just, you should fucking brag on Snapchat, like beat this bitch.
New record.
That's gonna be the next Discord text channel, and it's like, put your blood alcohol level in here. The highest.
You get a roll if you make the highest.
You get a roll. Yeah, highest record gets a roll.
Just the
The
drunk
roll
king.
is-
The alcoholic.
Alcohol.
The drunken.
The king of the alcoholics.
But yeah, the first night of Marvel Rivals was such a blur. All I know is I was only playing Star-Lord, and Gumbo's trying to get me to play somebody else. I'm like, no, I'm playing Star-Lord.
Hey, why would you need to? He's fucking him and Punisher. Like they're like S tier DPSs, honestly.
Dude, the Punisher shotgun is so good in close range.
It shreds. It really does.
You
And the
can
turret,
literally
too.
kill a tank in like a mag.
I know.
It's insane.
So I take it we're playing Marvel Rivals tonight, or Among Us.
I'm down. I'm down for both.
I was gonna say I'd be more down with Among Us, and I don't have obviously I won't have like a whole lot of time, so.
Yeah, we can start with
I
like
can't say
rivals
that.
and then see
Yeah,
how
we
many
do
people we
Among Us
get in
Sunday.
like yesterday.
Yeah, that's what we did yesterday. We just played Marvel Rivals until people got on for Among
Yeah,
Us.
we were just sitting in the Among Us chat until we had enough.
You guys playing Among Us? Not yet, but just stick around.
Yeah. Because we were going to play at 8, and then almost nobody showed up.
Yeah, it was-
And then Shadow's like, I can get on at 9. I was like, okay, we'll start at 9 then.
Yeah, and then a lot of people got on.
Yeah.
9 or 10 people.
Yeah, if you guys got on, we would have literally had like a 12-man lobby.
James came over, so.
Yeah. Honestly, whenever you said that, I was like, yeah, he's probably not going to get on. Which isn't a
And
problem.
To be fair, we usually play every
Yeah.
other
That's what I said. I was
Don't
like,
skip
I obviously don't care that you guys didn't get on, but I wasn't expecting you to get on. That's what I'm saying.
I need to finish that bot soon. It'd make just figuring out the roles so much better.
Yeah. Well, the way I have it, the specific mod I chose is because not everybody has to download the mod.
Yeah.
But if you guys do download the mod,
It makes it easier.
It does make it easier because I can literally push F1 and it'll give me a full description of exactly what my role does. But obviously that bot's gonna make it a lot easier for people who don't want to download things.
Yeah, because like everybody can see when you do like /R roll.
Yeah.
And
Well, what you're
you
supposed to
can
do is /M.
Yeah,
But
/M, it doesn't say what your role is, but it'll tell you what your role is.
if there's one unique role and you're the only person that did it,
Yeah.
it's a little suspicious.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you don't know what the sheriff does?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I don't like sheriff.
I
Like,
don't
don't get me wrong, it's fun because
I
you
don't
can
think
just
the
shoot.
sheriff should be able to close doors. That's a problem.
That's you
That's
kind of
a
made it.
problem.
Yeah,
difficult.
I will admit that's kind of abusive.
Wait, didn't
like,
people say that? I think Tiny was saying that it was a bug because he has the mod installed.
Mhm.
And I
If you
think-
have the mod, you can't do it. But in the regular game, it counts you as an imposter.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Because like every time I'm Jester, it tells me that I'm engineer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the sheriff, yeah.
That's
That was
probably
kind of
why-
crazy. That one game when I cucked his win.
Oh yeah, because literally, if you keep hitting the doors, then you can't call it a disaster, and
Mhm.
that's what he needed to win.
Oh, he was so pissed. Was that Knight?
It's Tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. So I made a gentleman's agreement not to do it anymore.
Oh man, who got caught on that door last game? They were a snitch. They're like, okay, protect me. He was like, everybody get away from me. I'm
That
the
was
snitch.
Ash.
And then he got caught on the wall right when he was going to the button.
Oh yeah, I killed him.
And then I remember
You're
hearing
like,
Gombo like, how the fuck do you get caught on the wall?
Dude, so like, oh man, I was so upset about that because I guess you and Cheese had that was a different game. I guess you and Cheese had sussed me, but like I didn't think you were. And
He was the dictator, I think.
Yeah,
And
he
I'm
was.
like,
He
Cheese,
was.
I think it's Nick. Just trust me.
Yep. And he did trust you, and it got me out. Because honestly, if you didn't say that to him, you guys definitely would have. He definitely would have been with me on the night
Yeah.
thing. But because it was me, Knight, and Ash. We were all by the button in Paulus, and Ash had one task left to do. He's like, we were like, guys, stand on the button. So I hit the lights, and then I killed Ash right next to Knight, but he doesn't see me because the lights are off. Because I was claiming snitch, even though Ash was the snitch.
Oh,
And I was like, literally the body got reported. I was like, dude, I'm almost done with my last task. And I almost got away with it, but then Cheese was like, I have a feeling I know who it is.
Yeah,
Dictator.
He
I was
literally,
like,
he took me like all the way down to the left corner of the map. He's like, "Come here, Keysmash." He's like, tell me what role you are. Tell me if you're the imposter. Don't lie to me." I'm like, I swear to God, Cheese, I'm not. Just trust me. If you're the dictator, we can end this right now. Man, there were some good plays. Like the merchant gave like the crewmates bloodthirsty, right? And like
Oh,
and like
yeah.
I killed the final imposter Tiny once, just running over him. Like, how the fuck did the game end? And then somebody else did that too.
Yeah,
That's
Y
all.
guy who literally doesn't even know what Among Us is, really.
Literally.
He just joined in and he's like,
Hey, how do I see my role? And then he's like in the dropship area, just like, hey guys, I'm gonna be AFK for like half the game. I need to figure out what this role does.
yeah, he literally had the wiki pulled up. He was searching for his role, finding it.
didn't you accidentally kill like 2 or 3 people, like Lux and Brandon, because you had bloodthirsty?
That did
You're like,
happen
stay
one time.
away, go away.
Yeah, I was literally telling him, I was like, do not go near me. And then Lux came up to me, and I literally told Brandon, I was like, Brandon, did I not just tell Lux to get away from me? He's like, yeah, you did. I was like, okay, I have bloodthirsty guys, don't go near me. And then Brandon goes near me right after that happened. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
We play
He
with
wants to
some
blame you.
Yeah.
Why'd you
That's
kill
all
me,
it is.
Sonny?
Dude, Lux and Brandon are out for me and gone, though.
It's annoying.
It is. But at the same time, sometimes it's
The
fun.
rivalries
Sometimes
can
it's
get a little
content.
fun.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun, but other times I'm like, dude, just leave me alone.
Yeah, when you die like 6 times in a row, then you're like, fuck you, Lux, you're gonna at the entire Among Us roll, like, get this motherfucker out.
You know what?
I try to get him out whenever
Since we're on that topic, the thing that's been getting on my nerves lately, and I understand where Gombo comes from because this has been happening since the entire time we played Among Us. If I'm not dead 2 rounds in, it's Miss Clinton. Miss Clinton has to be the imposter.
Or if you
need
report
to-
the body.
If you report
literally,
the body,
I
that's...
cannot. And next time I play, I'm gonna throw that out there.
Self-report.
I'm not reporting bodies from here on out because
Dude,
if I
there-
report a body, I get voted.
Yeah, there was one game where he was imposter and literally he reported every single body that he killed, and then ever since then we're like, oh,
I think
Miss
I was
Clinton's
in that. I
self-report.
think
Yeah.
I was in that game.
We're like, yeah, Miss Clinton was self-report.
Yeah, so like
Every time.
no matter what happens, if I report a body, the first thing I hear is Gombo go, yeah, it's a self-report.
Well, that's the thing. So, reporting a body is already suspicious.
Mm.
Like, even if it's first kill of the game and nobody has any proof, if that's all they have to go off of,
How long
immediately
it has been
suspicious.
since I've actually self-reported. The only time I've reported a body as an imposter since like the first couple of games is whenever I'm running like through skill, they'll be running down navigation, and I passed. I think it was when Pierceman first started playing, and he was the other imposter, and I ran past him, and there was a body right behind him, and I was like, I can't run away from this.
Yeah.
It's like, if I run, someone's just gonna see me, and they're gonna be like, well, it was obviously you ran away from
No,
the
you
body.
could just be like me in that one map to where it was like there's that dead body. Like I didn't know that. I thought that like I didn't know the bodies disappeared because it was like my second or third time playing, and like the game ended because the imposter I guess killed everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, Gombo was like, why the fuck didn't you report the body? You were literally on it for like 30 seconds. I was like, oh, I didn't even know. I didn't know bodies disappeared after the meetings.
Dude, I had such a good play last night because I don't know why, but literally every single round last night, I was either imposter or snitch. And so...
You get snitch a lot, it seems.
Yeah, I do. And,
What does that say about you?
I'm dead. Anyways, so literally Cheese was like, I got the same role again. I was like, no way, I did too. And he assumed that I was the snitch, but I was actually the ninja. So I'm doing tasks, and Cheese is following me around because, you know, Cheese is trying to keep me alive so we can win. And somebody else came nearby. I'd already marked somebody with the ninja. Somebody else ran by, and Cheese is like, no, get out of here. I think it was Knight. He was like, Knight, get out of here, Knight. And he's like, what? Why? So Cheese runs off for literally a half second to follow Knight. I ninja killed someone else, and it got reported almost immediately. And I was like, yeah, I was with Cheese the whole time. I don't know what happened.
Have you guys seen what Ninja does?
No.
No.
So
so
you
good.
you mark people, and then you go in blindly, not knowing like where the marked person is, but it'll teleport you and like karate chop them. But it disguises you as the person that you're killing for like 3 seconds. So people like reflexively just immediately report versus waiting like 2-3 seconds, and it just confuses everybody because they're like, I saw Tiny kill Tiny.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. So it actually doesn't always. I don't know. So obviously I have the mod installed, so it might be different for me versus you guys. But whenever I mark somebody and then I hit to and then I hit to kill them, it gives me. I hit shapeshift. Shapeshift's the button that I push to teleport to them and kill them, and I think the reason most people are morphing into them is because they think that they have to tap the person that they marked whenever you hit shapeshift, but actually you can click anybody. It's just always going to kill the person that you marked. But I think people click that person whenever they go into that menu because they think it's going to kill them. I think that's how it's working.
And everybody like immediately reports, so you don't even know like if it's like the actual like shapeshift cooldown or if it's just like its own thing that's just like 2 seconds for like some immunity.
Yeah, because after you kill it, it switches back to yourself like 3 seconds after you kill.
Modded Among Us gets really confusing sometimes.
Yeah.
And it
The
makes
only
it
two
hard.
roles I had on was shapeshifter and ninja, so you really didn't know which one it was. But
They have some just
I
like
like
really fucky rolls. Like the baker one just looks so weird. You just give people bread and then you turn into famine and starve people.
I got that one and it confused the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I like Doomsayer. I guess you and Gumbo on Doomsayer, and that was... Yeah, you outed yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I didn't even say my role. I was like, Nick, you kept talking about how you needed a bodyguard and you needed to be protected. I guess president, you're not the president. And then you outed Gumbo. You told me that Gumbo is... Because he was like, God damn it, I hate this role. Why is it on? And you're like, oh, Gumbo's the noisemaker.
Well, I thought it was obvious. I thought it's obvious.
I had no idea.
Anytime Noisemaker's on, Gumbo complains about it every single time. He hates
That's
it.
like
because
90%
one
of the
time,
roles.
I accidentally got him because he said he was somewhere. I thought the body was, and the body wasn't even there. And ever since then, he's hated the role.
I like my god plates where I'm just like, this shit's boring. Here's who the imposters are.
Gumbo gets so mad at that.
Oh, he does.
That's just annoying.
It's like it's called God. Did you expect it to be balanced?
Well, the problem is, as God, you're supposed to win, and if you start revealing roles, then you're just kind of ruining the game.
Well, the tasks were basically done when I did that. I was kind of just like, I'm getting tired of running in circles.
Then who was it? Lux. Lux just like straight out.
Lucky.
Oh, it was Lucky.
Lucky. He's just straight out to everybody. He's like, yeah. So I'm God. This person's the imposter. This person's the shade shifter, and this person's the glitch.
Yeah.
And Gumbo's like, what the fuck?
You're such a fucking pussy.
Yep.
He's a bitch way to play
He
that.
still is pissed at him about that too.
Yeah, I know.
It's not
It's
pissed at me.
ridiculous.
Huh?
It's not pissed at me. I think I did that before Lucky.
No. Well, Gumbo was an imposter when you did it. That's all.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think Gumbo might have been glitched because he loves
He
glitch
was
for
the
some
glitch.
reason.
Yeah. No, and Lucky said the only reason he did it is because Gumbo was glitch and he wanted to be the glitch.
Which, I mean, that's content. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Like,
did
get
it
mad
for
at
the
the
stream.
time, whatever, but to constantly be...
Mm.
No, that's just...
Yeah.
It kind of makes it hard to play Among Us with Gumbo sometimes because I love him, but then there's moments like that where
He
I'm like,
gets so
dude,
upset.
I'm just trying to have fun here,
Yeah.
okay? I gave up on trying to take win seriously a while ago.
Yeah,
I will go help
chaos.
the imposters or the judge. I helped Gumbo get a win as sheriff, and he
Yeah.
was jester. And I was like, no, guys, it's Gumbo. It's literally Gumbo. You know I'm sheriff. It's Gumbo.
Yeah, you did that one game. I think it was Tiny. He was like, I'm the snitch. It's this person, but then it wasn't. And then the next game, you did the same thing and like juked everybody.
Yeah, it's
a
whenever
fun
there's
game.
the snitch, I mean, as the imposter, if the snitch has one task after he's done with task, you have to say that you're the snitch.
Bro, I did that before. It was me and Lucky. I saw the little warning symbol, ran up into the lab, and there was like 5-6 people there. Fucking knifed him,
Yep.
and nobody got me out for it. Everybody saw it, and I was like, no, guys, I'm sheriff. I just knew that it was him.
That's how I got my first imposter win too. It was on that like dropship map, and like everybody was doing keys, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't really feel like being an imposter. I'm just gonna fucking kill right off the bat. So I'm like, I'm gonna make this as obvious as possible. I'm gonna go like all the way out, and then come in and like swipe the person like closest to me, like at the edge, and then everybody's like, oh no, it was this person. It was this person. I'm like, what the fuck?
What are you guys doing?
What the hell? I tried to make this as odd, and I think I was even saying in chat like, it definitely wasn't him.
Yeah. Clearing everybody they thought it was.
Literally.
Dude, last night it was Cheese had a question about his role in Shadow as AFK in the dropship, and I was the ninja, but I didn't know how it worked. So Cheese is asking me about this role while Shadow's standing between us, and I just accidentally sliced Shadow right in front of him, and I was like, "Did you just kill him?" He's like, "No, I didn't." I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" He's like, "I don't know." So, and he's like, well, I guess we could just leave this here. I was like, yeah, that sounds good.
wait, did he like say that you were that you were Shadow when he died, or was?
Huh? No. So I just did a regular kill.
Oh, just a regular kill.
Yeah, because I hit mark and then I went and I accidentally.
Oh yeah, if you double tap, it
yeah, if you
kills.
double click it, it kills normally, and I did that on accident. And I literally just killed him right in front of Cheese, and it. I just played it off
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I
That
don't
shit.
know what happened.
Bro, Shadow had just the dumbest plan. I was following him, right? And it was you and Cheese, right? Cheese was your lawyer, I think, and you were Glitch. He didn't wait for me in decam, went straight just through decontam. He didn't wait for me at all, and I'm like, fuck, I'm dead. And then he's like, oh guys, I saw the body, I was in decontam, but I didn't wait for him.
At the very start, he did say it was me, and then, but like he was kind of quiet, so I just played it off like he didn't say anything. I just completely ignored it. And then I was like, me and Cheese were together. I was like, where is it? And then he was like,
He didn't say anything for like ever.
There was half the time went out where I was just wasting it, right? And then in a minute left, he's like, guys, I'm gonna hit a dab.
Yeah, and then everybody was asking him, where's the body? Why he was hitting the stab?
Yeah, and everybody kept asking that. They're like, where was the body? And I was like, I don't know. He said he's hitting a dab. I was like, I was just with him. Me and Cheese were
I
together.
face palmed so damn hard when he closed that decontamination door. I'm like,
Vote him out.
bruh. I'm like, I'm in trouble. Open this fucking, let me in. Let me in.
The president thing is kind of funny. Like,
Dude, sometimes it pisses me off.
yeah,
so
dude,
much.
it makes me so mad because I don't know who it is, but one time I think it was Knight.
I
the other
slash
person-
finish like as soon as the meeting starts pulling up. I do slash finish.
Yeah,
and I'll close it the
some
first
of
two
those
I
guys,
meetings.
always saw
like,
somebody
Doesn't
kill
matter.
him.
First two meetings get finished.
Yeah, me and you, Peter. So I think you were the quiz master, right? And then I was trying to quiz Gombo because he quizzed me like twice. He either quizzed me and then killed me the other game. So like they were pixel stacked. So I quizzed Peter instead. And then I think you ended the meeting.
Immediately,
And then-
like I didn't
Immediately.
Even see
And then I was like, wait, how the fuck did Peter
Yeah,
die?
'cause, like-
And I'm like, he had a quiz. And I'm like, wait, if you end the meeting, and I message Peter and I'm like, don't tell anybody this. And then I was like, I'm also going to tell James.
it. Yeah, see, I looked in it as the meeting was over, and I seen the question, and I was like, fuck.
Pirate, it works with Pirate too. If you duel somebody or quiz them, and then the
Yeah.
meeting ends before they get a chance to answer the question, they die.
Oh man,
So we're like, we can't let anybody know this.
Yeah.
This is our secret.
dude, I wish the Quizmaster had like a better, like if he was the last killer alive, they should give him a kill button or something because literally he's a neutral role that can't win if he's the last killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also annoying because then you gotta hope a meeting gets called, and some of the questions are extremely, like even on hard,
Yeah, they're still easy.
if you actually pay attention.
I mean,
that's why you gotta quiz the stupid people.
I
Like
mean,
Lux and
you could
Brandon.
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, their source code's like open. I'm pretty sure you could probably edit it, or I could look at it and edit the quizzes. Be like, what the fuck is like 652 times 294? Or no, spell restaurant without a phone.
What was the capital of Prussia?
Yeah, just fucking turn it into a geography or history quiz.
Yeah.
That's when I just Google it on my
What was
phone,
the main
honestly.
German battle tank in World War II?
Was that the Panzer?
I think.
How many Native Americans died during the Spanish Inquisition in 1592? You're like, wait, what?
Who signed the Declaration of Independence?
What is Jeffrey Dahmer's body count?
And I'm not talking about people killed.
Who was the Unabomber?
Who was DB Cooper?
What is the exact time that the first plane hit the Twin Towers?
Was 9/11 an inside job?
The only answer to that is yes.
Yeah, that would be too
Don't,
easy.
yeah, don't even give other options. It's just
It's
yes is the only
A, B,
option.
C, D, all of them are yes.
But none of them are right, so you get killed for saying yes.
Oh.
We could do that with like a Clinton reference, like, who was it that killed themselves? Like, strangled themselves in the prison.
Are you
while
talking
the
about
cameras-
Epstein?
Are you talking about Epstein?
Yeah, I guess
He
so.
hung himself with toilet paper?
Yeah.
While the security cams were off, both of the guards were sleeping, and he had a visitor. Because, in a prison, the guards just go to sleep when prisoners come.
Yeah,
in,
just be like that sometimes.
They're like, oh, you're good. I'm not even going to look at you.
Yeah,
You're
the
not
visitor
sus."
was an imposter, really.
She
Power.
was shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter. Maybe it was a ninja.
I think it was a ninja. He just
Ninja.
teleported in and nobody saw him.
Yeah, he hit the lights and then shaped ninja'd into it.
Christmas ornaments are like Epstein. They don't hang themselves.
Yes.
So, hold on. A couple podcasts ago, we talked about how The Onion was buying InfoWars.
Oh yeah. I
Apparently,
remember
the Supreme
seeing that.
Court shut that down.
Oh, did
They shut that
Yeah.
down, bro.
Why?
I don't know. That's something
Probably
I
I
was.
think we need to look this up.
I think you need to look it up.
That would be- the shit they would have done with that.
I think, honestly, it would have been funny.
That's so damn
I think
funny.
they could have done some crazy shit with it.
The Onion is just, it hasn't changed. It's just gotten better.
The best thing I think they could do is just, as The Onion, just keep posting InfoWars, because The Onion's a satirical website. So
Wait, I
anything
think
that people see on there, they're automatically
I
going to
think I
assume is
may-
satirical and a joke.
I remember
Meaning everyone will think Alex Jones is a joke.
people were talking about if they bought it, they got like they got like a bunch of like
They
sensitive information and all that, so that may have been why they should fucking care. Let them troll. Like, just to give it, every InfoWar employee's address just leaked on the internet.
They're like, yeah, here's Biden's social security number. Just like throws it out there.
How does InfoWars have that much stuff, though, you think?
They've been around for a while.
Yeah, they've been here for a fat minute. Was it like 2016?
Yeah, like there's like videos of like Alex Jones, like when he was like left wing and he was the like start of like InfoWars.
I know he said some crazy things that turned out to be true.
Yeah, like the water's turning the frogs gay.
The water wasn't making the frogs gay, it was turning the male frogs into female frogs.
So
Yeah, I think I definitely
They're turning them transgender.
Okay.
transgender frogs.
And see, that's like a real problem, but it goes, putting chemicals in the water and just making the freaking frogs
He
gay.
didn't. Yeah, it was like
Sounds like a joke.
he had the right intention, but he just
Yeah.
horrible phrasing. He just like
He's a lot like
bad
Trump.
delivery.
he kept jumping the gun instead of just like delivering it, and like he should have just like
sensible fact.
he should have got like an editor or some shit to like review that
Someone
stuff.
should have given him a script.
Because it's like, bro, you're not Donald Trump. You can't just do that like ranting stuff and be good at it.
But see, Donald Trump will do the same thing. He'd be like, we'll send it back via catapult. It'll be great.
Yeah, but
Send it
Donald
over the
Trump is
wall."
like convincing though, and he has
Yeah.
like a huge following.
He says the same
People
things,
like-
but he
I
delivers
think
it very
Alex Jones
well.
had a huge following too.
Yeah. But
not
I feel like a
Trump's
lot of
size,
people
but
were like
catapult him over the
clowning
wall.
on him
Hey,
though
that's
for the
actually a
following.
good
That's
idea.
okay,
Now
that's-
that this guy said it. Wait a minute.
I think it just
This
comes
is
down
very
to the
economic.
media as far as the Trump thing
Yeah,
goes.
that's
Because
true.
before he ran for president, like the media loved Trump.
Yeah.
And they've never liked Alex Jones. So that's
Yeah.
why I think Trump can get away with the things
Media
that he does.
bias.
That's because Alex Jones has been constantly trying to expose them, and Donald
Yeah.
Trump, for the longest time, was a part of that group.
Yep.
And then now all of a sudden he's going for president. Okay, why are you doing that?
Drain the
He's going for
swamp.
president because people said he couldn't do it. People were like roasting him.
Just legit
Like, this
flexing.
guy, yeah, 2016, they were like, this guy's never going to win office.
It's like the ultimate side quest to become president. Become
January.
president again.
January 20th, Trump walking in office, like, what now?
Lie Trump.
The South Park one. My penis is dry. I need a good friend to suck it.
Bro, I love seeing him piss like people off on Twitter. Like whenever he had like a bunch of NBA stars over and he just got McDonald's, everybody was so damn furious, and I'm like, who gives a fuck?
like, why do you
Who
care?
cares? It's like I just enjoy seing Trump piss people off. I don't even care about his politics at this
He
point.
can do anything. Anything, and
Literally.
it irritates a group.
I know.
Breaks this just in. Donald Trump brushes his teeth 3 times a day.
Oh, Hitler.
Wastes toothpaste and water. Doesn't care about the manatees.
How could you vote for this demon?
So on the InfoWars thing, from what I understand, is they said they couldn't buy it because I guess they severely underpriced the amount that it was worth. So apparently,
But it's a bid, wasn't it?
it was a bid.
How can you underprice a bid?
It said, and the reasoning was because it left a lot of food on the table or money on the table for families of the Sandy Hook, whatever.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's like a thing to where you can have like a set amount. Like, the bid has to be
Yeah,
at least
minimum,
this. Yeah. So like, why
So-
didn't they just do that?
Yeah, so it says that they offered 1.75 million in cash.
That wasn't enough.
And other incentives for InfoWars assets in the auction. The first United American Companies, which runs a website in Jones' name that sells nutritional supplements, bid $3.5 million.
What?
Oh wait,
What?
no. Oh, I think they're saying that they messed up the auction, maybe. That they overbid, and they said it was like an inside or whatever.
How's the
That makes
onion
sense.
inside?
No. Another
Oh.
company outbid the Onion by 2 times.
Oh.
And it was a company owned by Alex Jones?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like, no,
Okay.
you're not buying me. I'm
Yeah.
buying me.
I guess the reason they did that was because the Onion was going to kick Alex Jones out of InfoWars whenever they bought it.
So they were going to buy it, but then, like, last minute or something?
Last
other
minute they
company-
got outbid, and then now they're in a court ruling. And I guess they came to the conclusion that it's okay that they did that.
So
Honestly,
Alex
the way
Jones...
that it's written is kind of confusing.
Make up your mind,
I mean,
government.
is there anything wrong with you buying your own thing at an auction? I mean, I don't know why you would do it. It doesn't make sense. But like,
didn't he lost InfoWars because he had to sell it to pay for the people, didn't he? Wasn't that the deal?
I don't.
I think he went through bankruptcy, right? He was like,
There
I
was
can't pay
something
these
where
people.
you had to-
Yeah, that's yeah. That's why he's selling InfoWars.
So if he sold InfoWars, but now he's using another company of his to buy back that place.
That seems like a oddly specific law. Has like anything ever happened like that before?
No.
They may have just shut it down to like buy time to make a law against it.
That's kind of crazy. Because surely he would have to sell that other company. Or could you sell that other company?
But what if
instead
the
of
other company
InfoWars?
just had the assets like that?
Maybe he's just like a partner but doesn't own it.
Yeah.
And then he got all of his buddies
Yeah, I
to
was
agree
about
to
to
buy
say,
it.
whoever
Yeah.
he's on the board with could have bailed him out. Like, hold on, let's hook bro up. We're going to buy our friend.
Because I thought that was part of the Sandy Hook thing, is that they got the InfoWars and the money from it. Since that's what he used to defamate their character, or whatever the heck he did. Oh, he denied the Sandy Hook shootings and said that they were all actors. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It was like for like he was like
the shooting
having to
actually
pay
was.
them out for like emotional damages caused by like the hate that it caused them.
Yeah, because he was saying they all fake. Because what was it? It was like their daughter got shot.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about the actual story.
Yeah.
The Sandy Hook shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like 2 guys shot up a whole school.
So who are the parents? Like, how are they involved then?
The
He was-
parents of the dead children, basically.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
saying like the parents like going on air to like grieve for their kids
Yeah.
were like actors, and then they were getting like a bunch of hate mail because of it.
I can't say I don't understand that. Going on the news to, I guess it sends a message to everybody else to see how important it is, but I don't know. Like if my kid got shot, I wouldn't want to go on the news and talk
Well,
about
some
it.
people,
Yeah.
some people I know, like God, who was it? It was definitely like a famous shooting. I don't know why I forgot the name of it, but they had like a bomb, and there's like a famous like photo of like just black and white with them with like a Tech 9 held like this, and like the mom was like, she just kept going on TED Talks and shit talking about her son and like trying to promote her book. So I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
I
Gotta love
hate
parents like
that.
that.
Hold on, I can use this to get famous. I know my kid's dead, but
They milk it for what they can.
well, no, her kid was the shooter. He was in prison.
Oh,
that's even
Yeah. It's like, I didn't raise him bad. I don't know how this could have happened.
Buy my book. I'll tell you
About
exactly
parenting.
how I raised him. So you can have a
It's
little
like, be
school
sure to
shooter
check
of
your
own.
kid's room. You never know what's gonna happen. Buy my book. Link in the description.
My
Link in the
AK-47 for some reason. She obviously didn't check his room good enough.
buy 3 books and you get a free Tech 9.
Ooh.
You need to post that video, Nick.
Which one?
The Liar's Bar. Is that the
I
one
know.
where we heard him in the back?
No, that was the last podcast, the one me and Nick did.
No,
They're
there's been multiple times.
Yeah,
where
there
we-
was-
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
my bad.
Where we heard the gruntings like, what are you doing in there?
Oh yeah, I think that was Liar's Bar. Yeah. Because I haven't edited.
You haven't
that
posted
yet.
any of the videos we've done.
Listen.
Any of them.
Been playing Marvel
I've
Rivals.
been playing Marvel Rival. It's a lot of work to edit videos.
Oh yeah, I found the name of that. It was the Columbine shooting. I
Oh,
think it was
oh.
Dylan. Dylan was the mom of Dylan. Was like went on a TED. She actually and it's still up. I'm pretty sure. It's just like, oh my god. It's just so
Dude.
they had to like disable like dislikes and comments.
I assume we have a little bit longer that we're going to go for the podcast.
We're at hour 20 right now.
I got a joke.
Okay, good job.
Uh-oh.
Damn, that
You're gonna have to
flew.
go check your toilet.
Did we even get to the healers in the Marvel Rivals thing?
No, we didn't get through that.
Like,
We didn't get through half the DPS.
Who do you think Peter would be? Like in terms of
I
like
think
role?
Peter would be a healer.
Healer? What about
Either a
James?
healer or a tank.
I don't know anything about the game, so I can
He would probably go based off of a character that he really likes over the effectiveness of the character.
A character would call him.
I think I would start that way, but then like if I'm like, oh, this character sucks, like I can't do anything with this character.
Honestly, there's not many characters that are actually just like bad in that game.
Yeah.
Iron
Okay,
Man,
see, that
Iron
was
Man's
kind
the
of
worst one.
See, that was kind of a problem I had in Overwatch. Was like a lot of the design characters that I liked, like the character designs, they sucked. They
Yeah.
were terrible. The only one that I liked that was good in my opinion was Reaper.
the one
Reaper
thing.
was broken for free for all. That's the one that can like teleport
Yeah,
around,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Reaper
He has,
was
like, the
broken
shotguns
for
and all that.
free for all. But like other than that, like Tracer looks cool, useless.
Yeah, the one thing I will say is that it probably will change up a lot because they have like seasonal bonuses for like all the characters. Like tanks get 150 extra health. DPS I think get like either 10 or 20% extra
Oh,
damage.
Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, like if you click
Wait,
on
how do you get that?
it's like just what the game developers give them for the season.
Oh, you're saying just for this season? That's for
Yeah,
everyone?
'cause
That applies to everyone?
I don't think it's everybody, but if you click on it, it should say like season bonus for that character.
Oh,
'Cause
okay. And
tanks-
it applies to anybody who plays it,
Yeah.
not just people who qualify in a certain way.
No, it's just like a
Okay.
seasonal buff to those specific characters.
Got
It's
it.
like I guess that they want you to like. I guess
a
that's.
quick joke session.
I've got some
telling me
impressive hand speed. 150 strokes. No rock busters.
Robert Mason.
Not 51, not 149.
150.
I don't know. I think Mason's on another level.
That's true.
I can go quick. That's
Who
hoping
would
there
you
was
name
a
on
good
Marvel Rivals?
Has
Just
he
from
seen
what
all
I've-
of
Would
them?
you go based off of a character, or would you go a character you like, or would you go based off of an effective character?
And what?
I would
role?
have to just play him and see what I'd like. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I wouldn't go just because, I like... Doctor Strange looks cool because of the portals, so I'd
He's
probably
kind of.
want to try him
I'm not
out
gonna
for
lie,
sure.
and all the times, like I'll be honest, like I'm not a fan of like the tanks. Like Groot is like he's not like because like
Groot's a
Doc.
pretty tanky tank.
Yeah, but like he doesn't have like a shield like Captain America, or he can't
Oh,
just
yeah.
absorb projectiles. Like you're really relying on like actually just like throwing
walls.
barriers up everywhere and like killing people before they can kill you because you can 3 to 4 shot most DPS. It's
Yeah.
like if you get 2 vines off on them, you can just chuck a grenade at them, basically finish them off. So
Dude, I think whenever we get a full lobby of you obviously on Groot, right?
yeah, I'm never getting off Groot.
Yeah.
He's
And
like,
then-
I am.
2,000 hours played my Steam review is just gonna be I am Groot. I think I stole your kill once and you were like, fuck you, Matthew. No, like, I am Groot.
Yeah, because listen, it'll be you on Groot, and then me on Venom, and then we gotta have Knight on your back with Jeff the Shark.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And Cheese is such a good healer on Adam Warlock, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
combo DPS. That's how many is that? That's 5, isn't it?
5.
And we just need someone else to be DPS, dude. And that's actually God Squad.
Oh, yeah.
Especially since it's free, I'll definitely try it out.
Yeah, yeah, it's worth a try.
If you do get it, be sure. I don't know why the hell they have this setting enabled by default. Turn off Lumen, because like that kills your frames.
Dude,
I don't
that
know,
game is
I-
actually really tough on a PC.
Is it?
It's
Yes.
Unreal Engine 5, so
I've got a pretty
Oh.
good computer. I'd be
Okay.
curious to give it a try then.
Well, I
Because
was...
Siege doesn't push my computer. I have yet to find something to or play something.
yeah,
I'm
it
sure
definitely
Cyberpunk
pushes my
would.
You said
3080.
Siege doesn't?
I run 300 FPS with Siege. Well, like 290 to
I was gonna say,
300.
but which quality?
I have they're on the best settings.
What's
I
your
have everything
resolution?
on advanced.
Probably 1080.
I have everything on whatever the advanced settings are because I cranked it up and it barely pushes my computer.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals pushes my computer, even with
Oh,
like
yeah.
1440p DLSS. Like,
All my settings
Yeah,
are
you
on
got a shot.
medium to low, I think. And whenever I'm streaming, sometimes my frames will literally drop to 40.
yeah, I have
Well,
like.
streaming also does kill frames.
Well,
if I
whenever
stream,
I'm
I get a
playing
lot
Siege
less.
on medium settings while streaming, my frames are steady like 150.
When I stream, it drops them down to like 260, 270.
Yeah, it usually takes 30 to 40 frames. Which, another problem is Marvel Rivals uses a lot of CPU because of all the effects that are in the game. That's why it stresses mine so much.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
I don't know what my CPU is.
My old ancient Ryzen 5 5600.
No, that's not ancient.
They're working on it.
I have a
They're getting
5800X 3D, and it'll if it
I'm gonna
if I
get the
can-
7800
I don't
X3D.
know what I have.
I've heard that they're like on par with Ryzen 9s, and I don't want to pay for a Ryzen
Yeah,
9.
for gaming
That's just
they
like
definitely are. They are
stupid
trash for
expensive.
like RTS games and like MMOs and shit. Just anything with like a bunch of characters they're having to calculate. Like, have you played Civilization?
I haven't. I want to.
You know how-
Cleva was talking about
Yeah,
playing it with us, but
yeah.
that just kind of fell
Yeah,
off.
you know how like you have to like wait for the turns.
Mhm.
It's like the more shit going on, the longer it takes. With like
Yeah.
with like an X3D, just because it has so much cache, just fucking stores everything in the cache and just instantly sends it to the CPU.
Oh,
Turns
that
just
sounds
end an
amazing.
instant.
I've got an AMD Ryzen 5 7600. I'm not sure what that is, but
Oh yeah,
That's-
those
that's
are
solid.
really
Yeah,
good.
that's a
Those
solid
are really
piece.
good.
that's the thing is like I have a good computer and I don't know what any of the stuff really is. I just told my boys hook me up.
Well, they
Yeah,
hooked
good.
you up.
Yeah,
They hooked you up.
he just gave him like a cash limit and was like, build me.
Which it was only I say only. It was $1,200.
That's
really
But
not
from
bad.
what I've heard for PCs, it's like that's not bad, and I've got a solid.
There are graphics cards that cost like 1,600.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the big thing is I've got a 3060, which definitely isn't the best
That's
because it's
good
not
for-
even like a TI, you know. But
But I mean,
it's been perfectly fine for anything.
Yeah.
a stock 47.
Honestly, I'm surprised you're on that high FPS with
So
a
that's-
60.
I was a little confused. I don't know if my does my RAM help it out? Because
No.
I've got DDR5.
So, because
Well, for CPU, I would definitely say, because we're getting
your
to the
CPU
point.
is great.
Yeah, CPU, I feel like once you start hitting like above like 160 FPS, after that it's not really a GPU bottleneck, it's a CPU bottleneck. And a 7600 is like, it's up there with like my 5800X3D, which was like beating out like Core i9s, Ryzen 9s, and everything overclocked.
The Intel's the i9, right?
Yeah, Intel's i9, and then Ryzen has like Ryzen 9, 7, 5.
Are Intel's like the worst ones? Because it seems like I've been
Intel-
hearing that they're not
That's just a
keeping up.
brand. That's not
It's-
necessarily
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
They're
just a brand.
technically, like, I would say for now, Ryzen's good, because
Yeah.
Intel does this weird thing to where they have two different types of cores. They have efficiency cores, which are like low power cores, which are just supposed to like do your web browsing in the back, right? Then they have your high performance cores, which are supposed to do like your gaming. But like this, they have to like actually rely on like the game developers and Windows to be like, hey, use this core, use this core. So like some games like Stardew Valley, you have to just completely go into the BIOS every time you want to play it to disable it. And then they also use a fuck ton of power. Core i9 uses like 300 watts, which is as much as my 3080.
Jeez, that's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, whereas like a Ryzen 9 is like 105, 150 maybe if
Yeah.
you're like at the top of the line. But yeah, you need like, it's like a space heater. It's insane.
That is crazy.
I don't know. I like AMD Ryzen mostly for design over Intel. But if you look at like stat to stat with the new processors that they're coming out, they're almost the same. Like
Yeah.
it is a very fractional difference.
Yeah, it's really just go with whatever you like, and if you want to upgrade your power supply.
Plus, for me, I started out like when I got the PC, it had the Ryzen 5 5600 in it. So like,
Oh yeah,
obviously, I'm
man.
just gonna stick with Ryzen. at this
AMD,
point.
the Ryzen thing. I have a motherboard from the first gen X370. I bought a 3600, and then like literally just from that was a first generation launch board. So like whenever the 1600 was releasing, and like whenever the hell it did, up until like 2023, whenever the 5800 released, it was like, and I can still use the same processors like 3 generations,
Yeah, that's
and
what
on
I
the
love
same
about AMD.
motherboard.
Yeah.
So how important is the motherboard?
As long as
It's
it
really just
can.
a house for all your parts.
Yeah, and it
Okay.
also depends on like they have some quality of life features. Like some motherboards will have like BIOS flashback and all that, so that way like if your power cuts while you're updating the BIOS, it has like another memory chip that it can like use. So that way it isn't like bricked. But like even cheap motherboards have like some way to like reprogram the BIOS.
Yeah, most of it, honestly, most motherboard features are things you would never.
Yeah,
notice.
they're real. And
Yeah,
motherboard
I
is
don't even know
really
what
an
he's talking
enthusiast
about.
part.
Isn't it just more like a hub for everything else?
Yeah,
than
yeah.
anything like-
As long as it supports the parts that you need, that's all it really
Yeah, if
matters.
it has the connectivity you want, and like if it has the like power delivery you want for the processor, because you don't want to be using an i9 with like a $30 motherboard with
Yeah.
300 watts, because it's just gonna your house is gonna catch on fire. But yeah, it's definitely just it's mostly enthusiast, and like most
Yeah.
motherboards nowadays, before whenever everything was like becoming RGB and all that, like and like water cooling's also gotten really big. Like they wouldn't be able to like handle the current. So like there were a few like tech YouTubers who plugged a bunch of RGB into like old motherboards, and like the current just killed it because it couldn't handle it. But like that's basically everything's solved
Yeah.
now in terms of that. Like you can't really go wrong. It's really just pick the cheapest.
So I think I'm coming to the conclusion my bottleneck now is my CPU. Because my graphic, according to this benchmark, my graphics card's 15% better than James. So like
What's your
What do you
CPU
have?
in?
a 2070 Super. So it's a generation before,
But it's the advanced.
yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those, so I can. That's a pretty. What's your CPU?
It's a i7 9700K.
Yeah, I'd say that for most games they're pretty even, but like for like it's probably keeping you from reaching like the top FPS.
Yeah.
And in Marvel Rivals too, like I don't know how CPU intensive like Unreal Engine 5 is, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's pretty CPU.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
taking
would
my
imagine-
it's
I would
taking my
imagine.
because yours is like a 6 core, right?
I think it's an 8 core.
Yeah, 6
Which-
or 8 core.
I
You
think it's
have
an
a-
8 core, 8 thread.
You have what's considered like a good computer, don't you?
Yeah. Well, it was almost
And
top of
it's-
the line 6 years ago when I built it.
Yeah, and it's
And
still chugging.
Yeah, it still does well.
What do you play at?
It's kinda
1440
crazy.
or 1080?
1080.
1080. Yeah, especially for 1080. Like 1080 is like so like ancient in terms of like what game developers design for and like what GPU makers design for. You can like a 3060 for like 1080p is just like you can probably just game on that for like ever, honestly.
So how do they make their money then? Because that sounds like it's a big game then.
Consumerism.
But like, do you buy skins? Do you buy crates?
Yeah. There's skins and battle passes and stuff. But it's not like it's all cosmetic. It's not pay to win.
Yeah. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. They are like $24 though, unfortunately. So they do have the Overwatch price model.
But
it's a free game, and if it's got that kind of graphics, that has to be.
Oh yeah, it feels like you're playing in like a comic book. Honestly,
yeah,
it literally feels like you're playing in a comic book.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
It looks like a whole ass tree transformer.
Yeah. And it's so cool on the Hulk because whenever you select him, you're actually selecting Bruce Banner, and you have a gun, and a grenade, but whenever you want, you turn into the Hulk.
Yeah, he's like DVA.
Then can you turn back?
I don't think so. I don't think you can turn.
Whenever you die, it's just like DVA to where like you eject, and then you're just like back to your baseline.
Okay, so when you die as the Hulk, you go back to Bruce Banner.
Yeah, and then you're just really squishy.
Okay.
And then his ult, I think you can like pick people up and like manhandle them.
Yeah, so you know the iconic Hulk scene where he picks up Loki and he just slams him side to side?
Yep.
That's his ultimate. He just does that basically until the character's dead.
Oh, can you get out of it? Like stun him or?
I think if you could stun him, it would have to be a teammate.
Yeah, a teammate would have to.
But
so if you're the one in the ult, you're just locked.
Yeah, I couldn't group prison him out of that, and group prison is like initially it stuns him and then it just locks him into place.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But it's considered a mid-tier ult though, because you can only target one person with it, and that's assuming you don't die while you're in the animation.
Yeah, with like Jeff the Shark, if everybody's on a point, you can single-handedly swallow the entire team, spit them out across the map, just off the cliff. Bye.
Yeah, Jeff the Shark's actually really good. Because whenever he does that, also, he goes, like, in the ground, so you can only shoot his shark fin.
Yep.
And it's
and it's not even, I don't even think it's for the ult. I think he can just, like, do that on will.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
and even then, he's like the size of Rocket Raccoon, too.
Yeah.
So is he, like, would you say he's the broken character? Because surely there's one character that's... I don't know if
there's really a broken character.
None
of them are bad. So I think that makes it to where none of them can be necessarily broken. If somebody is really good with a character, it will seem like it's broken. Like Wolverine, for example. So Wolverine, he can't kill it. He's a DPS, but if you activate he has this ability that gives him like a ton of shield health, but it has like a full minute cooldown on it. However, you decrease that cooldown by killing people. So if you can get past the tank and get to the healers and the DPS guys and start killing them, you're basically invincible because you're just going to keep re-shielding and gain massive amounts of health, and you already do a lot of damage.
But you've got to be good enough to actually kill those people.
Yeah, because if you try to fight the tank, you're just going to die.
Especially if it's group.
especially with Matthew on group.
Yeah, and then there's also a thing like it's a really new game too, and like some characters have like a way bigger skill gap. Mm-hmm. So like I think Gombo was saying like Black Panther had a pretty big skill gap. Like he's like a melee character, but you can like wreck shit if you know how to play him. But like the game's so new, like the meta is still probably being figured out.
Yeah.
Like we'll probably know more.
This game literally came out like a week ago, didn't it?
Yeah, like literally. But they have like a championship going on, I think. So like
Already?
you'll probably know more about the meta. Like once people start watching that and everybody's making their YouTube videos about it.
And some of the team up abilities, like some of them are really good and other ones are just terrible.
Yeah, like the damage reduction on Jeff the Shark and like Rocket Raccoon, like it's cool, but like it's really just for the memes, honestly.
Yeah, it is. And like the Venom has one where he teams up with Spider-Man or Penny Parker, and like that one's not good at all. It does like a little. I think Venom does a little extra damage when he uses one of his abilities, but like it's nothing. But then there's other ones where I don't remember exactly what it is, but if you have Thor and Captain America, it gives Captain America like this insane ability that makes him overpowered. But Thor, in my opinion, Thor's kind of weak.
Yeah.
So. Dang, the God of Thunder.
And he's supposed to be a tank too, and he's not.
Every time I see a Thor, I just push. I'm like, you can't do fucking shit.
Yeah.
Magneto is like the only person I've encountered that's like can actually like somewhat counter group, and that's just because he can swallow your grenade whenever you're doing that. That's just a lot of your damage down the thing.
I think Magneto's one of those that's gonna be like a higher skill gap because I played him.
I can tell when I play a good Magneto versus a bad Magneto because I can't do any damage because he's just deflecting everything.
Mm-hmm. But if it's a bag Magneto, like, you really just don't know what you're doing. He's hard to use if you don't know how to use him. But, like, if you figure out how to use them, because I only played him like once, and I could tell that if I figured it out, I would be really good with him. But I just don't know if I want to figure it out.
Too much work.
Yeah, I would rather play another character. Like Venom, I love playing.
I
Venom's
like
my second
mobility
favorite to play.
characters.
Huh?
I like mobility characters.
Yeah.
Like Venom and Spider-Man, where you can like swing around.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, and his shield is based off of the amount of damage he takes. So if you get down to like 10 health out of 800 and you use your shield ability, it almost gives you enough shield to be full health again, and then you can get healed back in addition to your shield.
Oh yeah, because it's an overshield, right?
Yeah, it's an overshield. So if you get to 10 health, you shield yourself. That gives you an additional 800, and then the healer heals you. Now you have 1600 health.
That sounds.
Yeah. And he's pretty cool. One of his abilities, his tentacles come out, and if you get close to him, it grabs you, and it's hard to get away from him.
His ult is really cool too.
Yeah,
it's just like a big old like circle of corruption.
Yeah. So yeah, you go under the ground, and then you use this devour ability, which targets anybody who's near you. You like jump up and like great white jaws them, and based off the amount of damage you do, it heals you and shields you that much. So if you can get a group, if you're low health, you ult and you hit a group of guys, you're over full health again, and you just took out like half their HP.
That would be crazy with Groot, because Groot can do the damage, and then Venom can just have that survivability.
Yeah, yeah. If I have it, like whenever Andrew plays Adam Warlock, like I don't die with Venom.
It's crazy.
Need to do a team of all tanks.
You definitely can.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't?
You need at least one healer, and with that many tanks, you probably want 2 or 3. Because
Fair enough.
most tanks, it's hard to stay alive without a healer.
Which is kind of ironic. Is it just because you get targeted, or?
You get targeted, and most of them, they don't necessarily have a way to heal themselves. They have ways to take less damage
There are health
or
packs
shield
on the map,
themselves,
but that's about it.
but you can't really heal.
Yeah.
Even if you exit combat and you sit outside of combat for a while, there's not an auto heal feature. Like healers have to heal you.
Oh, okay.
That's why I kind of feel like Groot's so good, because like you have 3 of those like small. So Groot's ability is just like fucking walls.
Yeah.
So like you have your like 3 like tiny like little vines, and like those do damage to enemies that are like doing damage to you if they're near them. And then you have like this big ass like gray wall vine that like if your teammates do damage to other people near them, they get bonus health. So
Okay.
it's like,
I didn't know that.
yeah, and then with Groot, you can like angle your like tiny vine, so you can have it like as a ramp for like your DPS and all that. But it's like, and you can just retrieve them on the fly. Like just press F, it's there, and like you can just constantly like block off lines of sight. Like whenever we're doing like the escort spider payload, like I'm just blocking off the spider as soon as it's about to get to like the wall, destroy them. I retrieve it and then just keep doing that, and they like can't shoot me, and then everybody else is just there DPSing. It's just like so crazy. And then like I think you've seen this a few times where like the enemy tank will rush in, right, and it'll be a quarter. I'll block off the tank from like everybody else, and we'll just DPS the tank down real quick.
Yeah.
It's literally like Fortnite, honestly.
Oh no! Now you ruined it for me.
Yeah.
No, just Groot though. Just Groot. Not a lot of people play Groot either, honestly.
Everybody that we played with, I've bullied them off. Like they don't last more than like 30 seconds before they're all like fucking Doctor Strange, just shielding in the air and not doing anything for their team. It's so funny to watch Doctor Strange. He's just in the air by himself, and we're like, "What are you doing,
he just
bro?"
floats around.
It's because he's the best, dude. I'd like to be with.
Like the Discord stat, just chilling. Doctor Strange is just over here, like watching his teammates get destroyed.
Yeah, he's just literally in the air.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, I can't do anything for you.
For that, like, there are a lot of times to where like Iron Man will just, if like there's like a bad DPS as an Iron Man, he's just gonna be in the back like trying to snipe with his like rocket pods the entire game, and it's just like we can just ignore you, bro. Like we can see these coming away from like a mile
But you
away.
can do good damage, but the reason that he's not good is because he moves so slow. So he's literally in the air by himself. There's no cover in the air. So you're flying up, he's just flying in the air, and he's slow, so you can just gun him
His
down
ult
easily.
is kind of decent. Like
Yeah,
it's
his
like
ult is
it's just like a big ass laser beam out of his chest that pretty much melts. But the Punisher has the same thing, but he has the turret that acts as a shield as well. He's like basically Torbjorn from Overwatch.
Yeah, he gets like a death machine from Call of Duty, pretty much.
He just sits there on his turret.
I found out if you don't have, so if you have a lot of people on the objective on payload, then it moves faster. But if you're the only one on the payload, you can set up your turret on the payload as the Punisher. So you can you're like a tank gunning them down, walking to the objective.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Because normally the turret, like, it doesn't move at all. It's stationary once you set it.
But if you put it on the train.
If you put it on the payload, then you move with the payload, and you have a turret. And then,
Figured that out quick.
Oh yeah.
Played the game like twice now.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I'm like 4 hours.
We need to try ranked with a 6-stack. That'd be kind of cool.
First we gotta get a 6-stack.
Oh yeah, that's true. But man, a quick play, I feel like we just bully people like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
How have the Marvel Rival ones been doing for your Twitch? Because Siege doesn't do anything. Among Us seems to do pretty well.
Well, the first time I was drunk and not paying attention to it at all, really.
Yeah. Yeah, you were just arguing with Brandon.
I don't even remember. I just remember playing.
Yeah, you're like, congrats, Brandon. You're doing better than a drunk guy.
Oh yeah, I think he did better than me like one game or something.
Yeah, and then he tried to like be Groot, and he couldn't be Groot, and I was just like bullying him for it. It's like why he was like, oh yeah, he's always MVP because he has those free frag grenades, and I'm like, why weren't you MVP then, bro?
Yeah, he was like, oh, so Groot's just a cheat code to MVP. Gon was like, no, he's actually good with Groot. He's like, okay, I'm gonna play him.
And he was sitting in the corner. Gombo was telling him to move because he was the healer. He's like, you need to be out here in front because you're the only tank.
Yeah. What's up?
You're gonna be an Among Us streamer.
An Among Us streamer?
Your Marvel Rivals has 2 views, and then the other one has 36 views.
Oh. Okay.
Your Among Us one from last night has 80 views already.
Yeah. Well, Among Us does a lot better for me.
There's a lot more drama too.
Yeah. Honestly, that's one of the reasons that I play it more is because it does so well whenever I stream.
Which I can't blame you.
It is
fun.
Whenever
you need to have like a your channel points thing. You should have
need
your
to
channel
do
points
stuff.
like select a role with channel points.
Because I have a bunch of channel points, and I'm waiting to use them until you start putting something in there, but you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm being lazy.
It's like it's like pick a role, or like can the map be sideways this time or something?
Or just put Kill Gombo as one.
Kill Gombo.
Vote out Gombo. Sus Gombo.
Get Gombo out.
Yeah, sus Gombo. Anytime you sus Gombo, it gets voted. Please make that vote. I'll even say, I'll be like, I'm not sure if it's Gombo, but I'm a little sus of him. He still gets voted out.
Yeah.
Well, that even like works for like even when Gombo says some stuff too. Like there was one time to where it was like he just said, "Oh, it's this dude," and then like 2 people voted him.
Oh yeah, he said it was obviously not Brandon, but he was like, "Yeah, I think we should vote Brandon." So me and somebody else, but like literally as soon as he said that, I immediately voted him. And then Gombo didn't even vote for me. He's just messing around. But Brandon still almost got voted out.
Yeah, he's like,
your
man.
guys' word carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
If you or Gombo's like, I'm too good at... It gets annoying, though, when it's not you. And then you... Dude, there's been so many times recently you're like, it's MrMan. And I'm like, it's... What? Nick, it's not me.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I say it just for the meme.
I know, but it's annoying. Because then I'm like, it has to be Nick. Like, why are you... You have no reason to think it's me. And then I die, and it's not you.
I don't only do it with you, because, like...
No, it's not
Sometimes I just pick a random person, and I'm like, yeah, it's this... I was doing that last night, like...
People listen to you more than me, though, and it's annoying.
It was like... There's one instance, it was obviously not Tiny, right? Tiny did nothing sus. He's been complaining about being just a regular crewmate for 3 games in a row. And literally we get into the meeting, I'm like, guys, I think it's Tiny. Before the person who called the body even said anything, I was like, God, it's Tiny. And he's like, what? You know he's from New Zealand. He's like, what?
Is he actually?
Yeah, he actually lives in New Zealand.
Oh, do you think he knows the Misfits?
I don't know. We should ask him.
The island's like the size of
It doesn't give me that vibe, but...
You don't think so?
No. Well, they live in Australia. It's only...
well, they used to live in... Yeah, that's right.
The Toby are the only ones from New Zealand.
The transgender.
Yeah.
We need a transgender person for views. I think that's our problem.
Get the diversity.
Matt, you ever consider being mutilated? No?
Oh no, I said, oh no.
That's
we
it.
could do it on stream.
Oh,
Yeah, we could stream us cutting
If I ever swap off group, then we can flip a coin.
Transgender off group.
I wouldn't be opposed to putting on makeup.
Maybe a dress and a tiara.
Yeah. We'll do a drag day.
Yeah, drag.
We all dress up as women.
Yeah.
See who's the prettiest, the most passable.
Drag
Mason
him
has to be there for that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He can be the judge.
No, he's gonna be amazing.
He's like, we gotta do a competition on technique.
Oh
I'll go first.
He's like, I like the grapefruit method.
That's such an iconic video. It's so
It is.
old
The
too.
grapefruit.
Just like, God, it's like.
I
Is
think
this?
that's Mason's favorite meme, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
probably. Yeah.
grapefruit technique.
I wonder if he's ever had.
I'm sure he has.
It probably.
He's a crazy
Mason,
guy.
what's this grapefruit doing in the trash can?
Don't worry about it.
Well, why is there a hole? Why is the center punched out? It's just a slice.
We don't have to nutrition.
Oh, what would that feel like? Fucking a grapefruit.
I don't know.
We
it's
should
supposed to
try
be
it on
about
Why don't you go buy?
grapefruit.
Why don't you go buy a grapefruit and find out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Go
like
back
a
next
grapefruit
Sunday
hand
for
job with a
results.
blowjob.
Yeah.
What do you think that'd be the best fruit to fuck? What would be the best? Because I've seen people
I
with
don't
like
think there's
melons
many fruits
too.
that are big enough.
Yeah.
I feel like a melon would be a good choice.
I don't feel like there is. Any
We should
fruit that
do
would
it
be
like on
comfortable.
stream and to make a tier list, like live tier list. It could be
The
like just
best
a glory hole.
Fruits. We'll have glory hole set, but like the glory hole will be here, and the camera set up that way, so it just sees our back.
Yeah, no,
sides. We're
Tio,
just
it's appropriate.
like, this one's probably a B.
The B tier. Not oh, this one's an A tier.
I think I'm done with this challenge.
Man, I wonder if like would like a kiwi sting?
A kiwi?
Yeah.
A kiwi's pretty small. That'd be
So am I.
because kiwis are like this big.
I don't know. Yeah,
They're like hand size.
Try a
Yeah.
lemon.
Probably smaller. I don't know.
Oh, a lemon or a lime.
Stick your dick in a lemon.
Anything. Actually, that's a good point. Like any
Pineapple?
fruit.
Oh no. Well, doesn't like a pineapple? They use it as like a marinade because it like breaks down like the proteins in meat. It's like
Yeah.
if you fuck it for long enough, will like your dick just decompose?
I think. It's
I think
worth a try.
anything acidic, it probably would.
Yeah.
Let's ask Google. Actually, no. Screw Google. Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Pineapple for a week.
It's gonna fucking kill itself.
Would pineapple?
It's gonna
Dissolve.
blow the
Wait,
data.
what exactly
centers.
was the question?
It like
Would it decompose your
Would it
dick?
decompose your?
yeah, because it has like it has like a it, like
It's
decomposes the proteins in like meat.
Let's see.
So how did we get
No.
No, pineapple cannot decompose or harm your body in that way. Pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain, which can break down proteins, but it would not decompose or cause significant harm to your body in the manner you're describing. If you're referring to the sensation you might feel when eating pineapple, it's because bromelain...
Say theoretically,
Theoretically.
because it's
Just asking the same question, but
yeah theoretically, if you just like let it simmer.
You just let it hang out.
If I simmer my penis in pineapple...
That's the topic. I never
Oh, it
thought I'd
started
hear.
with theoretically. Theoretically, if you were to submerge or simmer any part of your body in pineapple for a long period of time, the bromelain enzyme in pineapple could start to break down proteins, as it does with meat. However, in practice, it wouldn't decompose your body in a harmful or dramatic way, especially not quickly or to the
It
extent
has a
you're
disclaimer at
suggesting.
the end.
Bromelain is most effective on dead tissue, like meat, and your skin and tissue are much more complex than the types of proteins bromelain targets in
end.
foods. It's very important to never attempt any dangerous or harmful practices, especially those involving sensitive parts of your body. If you have any concern about your health or something you're thinking about trying, I would strongly recommend consulting a healthcare professional. So, hold on.
A healthcare professional?
It's very important to never attempt any dangerous or harmful practices, especially those involving sensitive parts of your body.
But
Okay.
didn't it just say it wasn't really dangerous?
Would you consider mutilating your, quote, sensitive body parts
We'll get to read that.
in an
Did you guys do that last week?
Oh, you should put him.
attempt to
Oh.
I missed it.
change gender? What was the terminology they used? Oh wait, would you consider mutilating a dangerous or harmful practice?
Jesus, you're about to get flagged by the FBI.
For soaking.
I like how ChatGPT has like its lawyer buddying it at the end.
It's like theoretically.
Okay, so the question is, would you consider mutilating your, quote, sensitive body parts, quote, in an attempt to change gender a dangerous or harmful practice? Oh!
Just hit stay logged
Oh,
in.
okay.
Yeah. It
Oh,
only
wow, let's send you a
it will
book
only
for that.
it will only kick you out if like you're making it generate like data or something that actually uses a shit ton of like horsepower for it.
I'm gonna find the key
Horsepower.
points
Yeah.
Bro, how much horsepower does your computer have?
ChatGPT's got a car engine behind it.
You know a horse has 2 horsepower?
Yeah. Because what it's
That's an inaccurate measure.
a horsepower is a weird one. It's like
Just like
how
a marketing term, isn't it?
No, it's how much power a horse can pull like 100-pound block. It's weird.
Like okay, yeah, I remember in one of my engineering classes we had to fucking measure our own horsepower by like running up the stairs,
Jesus.
and then we had to like take the calculation from that, and it was like, and we all got like 0 horsepower because it was like they made us do it while every class was changing, so we were trying to run up and down the stairs like while everybody was also going up and down the stairs. Like, oh, what'd you get? And they're like 0 horsepower, and the fucking lab professor's like, sounds like an engineering major.
1 horsepower is the amount of work required to lift 33,000 pounds 1 foot in 1 minute.
Donut Media had a good
33,000? You're telling me a horse can
Can
move
lift 30
66,000? Because that's 2 horsepower, right? Is that how that works?
Maybe the horses are just built different now.
The
You know?
equivalent of the energy expended by a single horse raising 33,000 pounds of water 1 foot in the air from the bottom of a 1,000 foot deep well in 60 seconds.
Why is that so
Wait, ask
specific?
ChatGPT how much horsepower a
Well,
horse
it
has.
shows a
Hold on.
picture. It shows a picture of a horse that has a string tied to it
Well,
that's
you're
tied
trying
to a
like,
bucket.
You're trying to make
Like
a
show them that
hallucinate.
picture. Show
Yeah.
them that graphic.
That's the idea of it.
The horse is
to
gonna-
understand the horsepower. You put a rollie in the sky, right? And then you just throw a rope over it, tie it to a horse in a bucket.
Make sure it doesn't hang itself.
How big of a bucket do you need for 33,000 pounds of water?
I honestly, Donut Media was talking about like the dude.
It's 8 pounds per gallon. So 33
That
divided.
is a lot of water.
That is a lot of water.
Anyone want to take a guess? 8 pounds per
4,000.
gallon.
4,200 gallons. Actually, wait.
What was the original thing?
There's
again?
33,000. Wait.
33,000 gallons of water.
Yeah.
Or 33,000 pounds
33,000
of water, but it's
pounds
8
of water.
pounds per gallon.
So yeah, it's around 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, my guess is 4120.
4120.
Yeah, it'd have to be around that then.
Everyone's
So if you divide that by
Okay.
10, it's just gonna move it back one.
4125.
Dang, Nick. Okay.
Woo!
5 off. That's pretty damn good. That's some quick math right there. Yeah, who comes up with that?
I don't know.
Donut Media had a really good video on it, and I think it was literally just all marketing, because like it was the inventor of the engine was like, he had no way to like compare like how powerful the engine was, so he just made some shit up like, okay, theoretically, like this is how much horsepower.
It sounds like a car guy trying to sound smart.
Yeah, he had to convince people to go from horses to engines, so he had to come up with like some like snake salesmanship.
It's like this bad boy slaps the roof of the car, and it can move 5 times as much stuff as a horse. In
like,
60
well,
seconds.
Actually, this car has 10 horsepower, and 1 horsepower is equal to the amount of weight that a horse can pull 33,000 gallons of water. Or sorry, 4,125
You know,
gallons.
my favorite part about like those old cars, whenever they were having to do that horsepower thing, they never mentioned that like you had to crank it a specific way, and the owner's manual of the car even said it, because like it would like blow back or something whenever you're trying to crank the engine, and it was like you had to use it like with your left hand, because if you used it with your right hand, it would like
rotary cars.
yeah, it would like snap
Yeah.
your hand if it like
Yeah, you
went
had to-
back.
There's one way you could crank it.
What?
If you cranked it the other way, like it would literally it's like a tension spring, and so like you would be pushing it, and then it would just snap back, and it would
Oh.
just like you're holding on to something that moves in circles,
Yeah.
and it goes so fast that you can't even like react to
Yeah,
it.
it
So
would just,
yeah,
like,
it would just
snap
like,
your.
break
And
your
that
whole
was
body.
actually like in the owner's manual. Like only do it this way. You risk like some your bodily harm trying to start your car.
Those
Imagine
crank cars are crazy.
it's 6 in the morning and you get smacked by your rotary handlebar.
Oh my gosh.
And I
It's
can't
like
come
the
into
dead
work
of winter.
today, guys.
Yeah, I would learn how to fight.
I wonder how many like workers' comp claims were played out just due to like people
They
trying
probably
to.
didn't have workman's comp then.
Oh yeah, that's true. They had the Pinkertons instead.
They're like
You tried
work or
to.
die.
Yeah. Hell yeah, they had company towns. It's like
Yeah.
you can't do shit, bitch.
12 years old is playing old enough to work in a
You get
factory.
paid in mine bucks.
Mind bugs.
That you can
Only
only
valid in
spend.
this town.
And the city of Roe.
Tell me that's not slavery at that point.
I
If
mean,
you work a
Paying
job
for
and
Robux?
if you work a job and then you get paid in money that you can only use at the job store.
and then you have mercenary groups like the Pinkertons that are like, we'll just kill any revolt. And I think the National Guard actually like helped like those like mine people. Like I think it was Blair Mountain was like a big one, where like they actually like had the National Guard come in and like kill some like miners that were like protesting.
What the heck?
Yeah, I think it's
Just
Blair
get rid of
Mountain.
these guys.
Like BLAIR?
Yeah, Blair Mountain. That Pinkertons and like the National Guard were two of the big like.
It was a week-long confrontation in August 1921 between coal miners and a private army of mine guards, deputies, and National Guardsmen in West Virginia. Battle began when miners encountered deputy sheriffs during a dawn patrol. The miners shot and wounded one deputy, and then they shot and killed a miner, who then shot and killed a miner. The miners fought back, and the battle continued for 3 days. The miners used rifles, Gatling guns, and other firearms.
God dang.
Red Dead Redemption mission.
What did they have Gatling guns as a miner?
While the private army used machine guns, bombs, and poisonous gas. The private army also dropped gas bombs and gunpowder bombs from airplanes.
God dang.
Dude, that's like a whole world war on a mountain.
Literally.
just for them, just for
Come
mine,
on,
They're like,
just
get
for
back to work
diamonds.
or die.
Dude, imagine living in the next mountain over and you're just hearing the show. Like, what is going on out there?
Bro, I saw a really good meme about Blair Mountain. It was like all those like the mine owners and all that trying to like negotiate like a treaty, and it showed it's like a West Virginian, and it was like this just like West Virginian, like, you know, the like soy jack memes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like just that dude with like crazy hair, and he's like, I can't fucking read.
Okay, there's a couple more points I need to read here. The miners were fighting for better wages and treatment and to unionize the coal fields. The miners were also trying to free other miners and their families from the tyranny of private mine guards and the governor's martial law. Okay, so I just want to, before I read the next point, I just want to go back and emphasize that they were fighting for 3 days with rifles, Gatling guns, and other firearms on one side, and the other side was machine guns, bombs dropped from airplanes, and poisonous gas. The number of deaths is unknown, but some estimate as many as 100 people. Is all that necessary to kill 100 people?
No.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like
Well,
a high
it's not
turnout.
about killing people. It's about sending a message.
Yeah, we're gonna start a world war if you don't get back to work.
Well, it's more of like a show of force, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's like the miners don't stand a chance when they're calling in planes to drop gas.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you might be able to hide for now from the gas and get in your
Yeah.
caves. Because I'm sure that's what happened is the miners were hiding in caves and tunnels and trees. And
Yeah.
they were doing all that.
Mm-hmm. They were America in this
Yeah.
versus the Brits.
Yeah, they were like in the mines instead of the trees.
It's
Yeah.
like the U.S. military over, like, especially in the Middle East, is like, we don't use drone strikes because we have to. We use it to send a message.
To show that we can.
Wait, when was that?
I
Like,
can
what
kill
machine
you and
guns
not
did they
even see
have during that time period? Like, when was Blair Mountain? Like, when did they have?
1921.
What machine guns did? Like, I'm thinking
That's-
about the
that's
Red
like
Dead
the, like-
Redemption, like the crank handle machine
No,
gun.
no.
The
World
Gatling
War
gun,
One had
probably.
World War One had automatic trench
Oh
trench
yeah, they had like the
guns.
STG too,
When
right?
was
Yeah,
World
like-
War One?
1914 through 19.
Okay. So this is right after World War One.
Literally right after
Oh, yeah,
World War
the
One. These
Thompson
people
was a
just
thing, right?
got back and
Yeah.
they're like,
Thompson was a thing.
"You want to see what I brought back from the World War? I took this from a dead German. We got a stormtrooper over here."
Didn't the Germans have the superior weapons
Absolutely.
in World War One, and that's why they were told to like pick up the Germans' weapons whenever they were out there?
Yeah, they were almost fully armed with automatic weapons, whereas
Yeah, because it was made. American weapons were made for like mass production, right?
Yeah.
You just crank as many out as you can. Like quality control be damned.
Same thing with the tanks.
Yeah, I think the tank thing was kind of advantageous because you could like overwhelm.
Well, it worked, but then the tanks would break down a lot
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and you'd be stuck in the fucking no man's land, trying not to inhale poison
Mhm.
gas.
Yeah.
inside of it
Because the
tin
radiator
can,
blew.
essentially.
Tank on 50 health. I need a healer.
I wonder, like, imagine just like all this new damn technology is like coming out, and you fucking see. Have you seen like Battlefield 1 with like the flamethrower tank and shit?
Yeah, yeah.
You just see a fucking big ass tank come over your trench and like you start shooting flames everywhere.
Oh man.
I think it was the French who were the first people to see a tank on enemy lines, and they were more or less like,
What the fuck?
Captain, what is that? He's like, General, what is that?
Oh, man.
General's like, we surrendered.
That and like I've like seen like simulated like artillery videos because like the artillery would just be going off on and on and on.
Constantly.
So like your fucking ears are just ringing 20. You can't hear shit, so you don't even know what's coming.
You're just like stuck in a trench for 3 days.
Yeah,
straight.
you're just
You
sitting there
always
next to
have
your
it.
buddy who's dead. He's a skeleton. He's like,
Yeah.
hey buddy, you're like probably hallucinating because you haven't slept in 5 days and all you've been eating are rats.
And meth.
Yeah.
You haven't jerked off in weeks.
Yep. I don't know how they lived that long doing.
And I don't know. I think that they might have just been like fucking and cranked one out. Like, come shoot me, bitch.
Literally just in the trench next to your body.
Yeah, they got like
They
they got a pistol pointed at the entryway. Just cranking it.
Come in, my
Yeah,
dear.
he's sitting in the little pillbox bunker, and he's just like camping by the door in the corner, just like.
Or they're taking like shifts to masturbate. Like, you guard this, you guard this. I'm gonna
Guard me
crank
with
one
your
out.
life.
This one's a good one.
Oh, imagine the load you'd do if you hadn't jerked off in like 3 months. Like you were in war, you just never got the chance. You
Bro,
come
I
back
don't even
afterwards.
think I'd be able to move. My balls would just be so heavy.
Constant pain.
You walk around with goat nuts.
Yeah.
Guys.
Use some of the shields.
over here. Just waddling.
God, that's crazy. Like, what do they do in like the battlefield? Like, if they have to like piss in a firefight, do they just like pull their pants down while they have a gun?
Honestly, they probably pee their pants.
Yeah, do they
Like
just
if it
like
comes to it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was noted in trenches that they would often use their helmets and stuff like that to
Yeah, fling it at the
and
end.
then they would literally would put it back on because you still needed something to cover your head from shrapnel.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Why did they even need vaccines in like the 1920s when they were in damn
Exactly.
trenches eating rats?
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
had natural immunity. You dealt with poison gas, human feces, bodies everywhere for 4 years straight. Why do you need medicine?
and like they had like no idea they were even like going into like all that like crap. Cause like that stuff was like happening like while the war was going. Like it was like
Yeah.
like one of like the greatest like innovative times of like war ever.
America was actually like they seemed like the smallest brunt of it because we were only in the war from 1917 to 1918.
Yeah.
And we just like kind of came in.
We third partied.
Everyone was already beat up. France was like, "Help us, please! We're gonna die." We just came in and just like, "All right, these guys are out of ammo." at
It's
this
like
point.
watching your little brother in a fight and not getting in until things start going bad.
Yeah.
You're like,
Alright.
time to
Step aside.
No,
Or it's
I
like
told you to
the
sit down.
or it's like the dad in those like wrestling videos where like somebody does an illegal move on their son and you just see him coming in there fucking RKO.
So according to ChatGPT, whenever soldiers had to piss during battle in World War One, they would either do it in the open, wherever they were standing, in trenches, cans or bottles, nighttime or breaks. You tell me they just held their piss for the entire day? I don't
No.
think so.
Got shot at for 16 hours, and you're like, "All right, I'm on my 30. Actually, I'll be
Yeah.
back."
Or field latrines, which is essentially a hole in the ground.
Fancy. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess.
I guess you don't have to. What? When soldiers were in the middle of a battle or on patrol, they often had to relieve themselves wherever they could, sometimes right where they stood or under cover if possible. They would
Cover me, I'm shitting.
urinate in bushes, behind rocks, or in trenches. In the chaos of combat, it was often a matter of urgency and necessity. So I guess they still were like, guys, hold on, I gotta take a shift.
I guess at that point if you're getting shot at, you don't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
You can't even like hear the other dude just
Odds are
emptying his
You're
bowels.
probably so covered in sweat anyways you don't even notice
Yeah,
the
and you
wetness
and
of
every
your
it's
piss.
probably smells so bad too. It's just like one big
yeah.
odor. Like you can't decipher shit from the dead rat from
Yeah.
your dead
No,
friend.
I mean, that was probably
Yeah,
a
decomposing
tactic
bodies.
and all.
Oh god. Oh man, yeah, those nom traps were deadly. Have you seen like the spike traps where like
Yes.
they cover it on the ground and
Yep.
it's like covered in shit and it's like they didn't like want them to like die. They wanted them to be wounded because that would be like
Yeah, and they get like infection.
exponentially more people off the because they had to like then evacuate him versus just like he's dead, fuck him.
Yeah.
You know, they would fall in those traps, and like you said, they'd be covered in fecal matter, so they get like staph and sepsis and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and just slowly die.
Yeah, and it just drained their military's resources because they would have to have the like their like patrol like evacuate them, they would have to have all the antibiotics or whatever from the medics. Just
No
like,
man left
damn.
behind.
Takes a lot of resources.
Man.
Oh,
Are we ready for Liar's Bar?
I think so. Speaking of war, let's shoot ourselves.
I've been wanting to play for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. By a little bit, I mean like since we started.
Yep. Well, this
What
was
was
the
that?
Suicide Podcast.
Hey, bye! We don't ever do an intro or an outro.